What's the motherfucking deal? I had to change the background. Sorry about that. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. If you're not familiar with the Den is the best conversation on the internet. And the reason why it's the best conversation on the internet is because you make it that way. If it wasn't for y'all, man, it would be a pretty good conversation. I don't know if it'd be the best. It'd be up there. It'd be like top 5. But it's the best because of you guys and your input, your conversation, your thoughts, your ideas, and all of your contributions to the conversation. Man, look. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it while we're doing that. So today we're going to talk about the day the music died. And what I mean by that, if y'all don't know the song, was it Bye Bye, Miss American Pie? But I want to talk about why music has changed, why it's different, what happened to the context. You know, maybe you like some of this new music. Maybe you are old school. Whatever it may be. We're just going to kind of talk about music and the different perspectives of it. And I think this is a conversation everybody can participate in. If not, then you're either deaf or you're a hermit or something. I don't know. But we're going to talk about that. And again, you know, little stuff at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you like, follow, do all that good shit. If you want to make a one-time donation to the channel, streamlabs.com. Patreon/The Den Show. All of those good things. So, shout out to Culture, man. I'm telling you, that stuff is it's so fucking convenient. It's amazing. It just, hands-free. That's just a different feeling. But anyway. I'm Ed Honcho. This is social commentary from a realistic perspective. This is what the Den is all about. You can follow my personal social medias at Ed Honcho HTX on Instagram and Twitter. You follow all the Den Show stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of them are available at Den Show Live. If you want to send an email, you can go denshowlive@gmail.com. Let's see who we got joining us tonight. Let's get into the conversation. Culture, what's the motherfucking deal? Miss Meat, Nana Johnson, what's the motherfucking deal? Rashida, what's the motherfucking deal? Shelly Long, Danny, Footballer 503, what's the motherfucking deal? That bean, well, depending on what kind of bean you're talking about. Everything Life with Nikki motherfucking O. Shout out to Miss Everything Life because this was a topic that she suggested. So shout out to Miss Nikki motherfucking Nicole. Heidi doesn't know anything about music because she's a foreigner, and foreigners listen to bad music. They all listen to EDM. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Lady Tia, what's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us this evening. Sweetberry, what's the motherfucking deal? And Savage Donald Trump, what's the motherfucking deal? Now, look, Jack, hey, if I missed you, I didn't diss you. It just, it is what it is. I just overlooked you, or you ain't respond soon enough, whatever you want to call it. So, let's talk about it. Let's get into some good conversation. And boop. Saw it the first 200 times, Danny. Like, I don't care about, just don't spam the same shit over and over again. Good grief. SoundCloud. Music was bad before SoundCloud. So, again, damn it, what was the other kid's name? Because Danny is a Den OG, and I hate to have to do Danny like that. Danny might have, was Danny the first mod? Danny might have been the first mod in the Den. It was either Danny or, damn, I can't remember the other kid's name. Dominic, that was the other one. I couldn't remember. Dominic's gonna go to jail. Dominic's gonna go to jail. I couldn't remember if it was Danny or Dominic. Yeah, they're both Mexican. They both start with a D in their name, and they're both juvies that are real weird. But Dominic, yeah, what happened to him? Did he get attacked by chickens or something? Whatever happened. That was old. And I'm telling you, the Den has come so far. I don't know where it's going, but it's come so far. It is definitely different. So, let's talk about it. Well, female pimp, I have a feeling you listen to bad music. I think you listen to really bad music. Went from brick house and sweet ladies to hoes and bad bitches. Yeah, hey, she's a brick house. That was great. So I'm kind of opening up my thoughts, and then what I want to do ultimately by the end of this stream, I want to set a goal, y'all. Okay. Well, the other day we named a bunch of good R&B love-making songs and things like that. But I said I was starting a Den Spotify playlist. So by the end of this stream, I want to come up with a good list of songs. And I don't care the variety, I don't care the genre. As long as it's a quality song, none of this, too much of this goofy new shit y'all be listening to. But I want to come up with a good Spotify playlist before it's all said and done. I started in the Facebook group. But, and I got a couple of songs on there, but I want to come up with a list before it's all said and done. So when you call in, I want you to name a couple of songs that go, that you think should go on the list. And if you want to put them in the chat, I'll take some of them out the chat, because I know some of y'all be scared to call in. But let's talk about it. So like I said, what happened to music? The music died. Now, me personally, I like a lot of classic rock, and I think things have changed, but technology has, impacted the way people do music. It used to, you used to have a talent. You used to have a skill, because one, technology wasn't as accessible. It was expensive to make music, and you had to be worthwhile. That means that the music was actually going to generate a profit. You had to have some level of skill, or it cost you some money to get some studio time or whatever it is. Now people record in their closets, and they make trash music, because now anybody can make music. Anybody. You got a closet and a microphone and a computer. Shit, if you got a phone, you can make music. It doesn't even matter. Anybody can make music now. So the barrier of entry is so low that it doesn't even matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter. So I'll be jotting down on my list here. So I may not be taking as many notes on the phone calls, but I'll be jotting down a list of recommendations for. Found a blank page. Goddamn. I write too fucking much. It's my CIA agent duties to write all these notes. So I'll be writing down songs and things like that to add to it. And it doesn't matter what it is. If you like rap, if you like whatever, it doesn't matter. Yes, we're still talking about BBW. We'll never stop talking about BBWs, Mr. 16-0, so I don't give a shit how you feel. It used to be all robo-hoes and BBWs. Exactly. Anybody can do a show. Yeah, they gave me access to a show. If I can do a show, anybody can do a show. So, but here's my thoughts, right? Here's my feelings on that. Now, I was born in the 80s. I grew up listening to a lot of rap, hip hop, stuff like that. A variety of things. I'm down in H-Town. We had our own little genre going on. It wasn't getting a lot of radio play. So I might say I listen to more H-Town music than anything. What they would play on the radio. Well, you'd hear Big, you hear Pac. I wasn't the biggest listener of Tupac. I listened to a little bit of Pac. My cousin put me on Pac before he got locked up. My grandma took my tape and dismantled it. Biggie, I like Pac more than I like Biggie. But I listen to a lot more Screw, shit like that. Biggie was cool. Biggie had his little hits. I just wasn't really a super big East Coast fan. I did like Nas. Okay? I did like Nas. Nas was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Who we got sliding in here late? I already shout out late to you. Nacho's live stream. What's the motherfucking deal? Kanisha S. What's the motherfucking deal? Screw. Yes, Screw, like DJ Screw. So, and again, as you jot your songs, I'll try to keep a list of the songs that y'all recommend. I did used to listen to a lot of DMX. It's Dark and Hell is Hot was great. What was the second one? The one with it slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. That shit was great. Well, you was thinking about that turtle head. I know what you was thinking about. So my thing is this. Here's my theory when music really started going down the shitter, because you can talk about mainstream, and then now you can kind of, what has become mainstream is trash because people have access to making music and pushing it on the internet. That's why, like I said, the hustle now is so much different. You can put your shit on the internet. Soulja Boy changed the game, but we mentioned that I think last night or the night before. But now, anybody can make music. Back then, especially in the South, you didn't really have great major radio stations who were just going to put your shit on. Like, you had to hit the clubs, you had to get a following before your music got played. You know, East Coast up there in New York and shit, LA, you could just go take your shit down to the station. If it sounded good, they could play your shit, right? In the South, you had to work that chitlin circuit. Fucking it, Miss Meat. Appreciate the love. Shout out to Miss Meat, dropping some Benjamins this evening. Thank you, Miss Meat. I'm glad that I'm glad you still love me. I love Miss Meat, even though she a Falcons fan. We can't all be perfect. She's a Falcons fan. But other than that, Miss Meat is 100 in my book. So appreciate the love, Miss Meat. Thank you very much for that. But I'm going to tell you personally about rap music. 'Cause I don't know, I used to listen to a little bit of alternative and things like that. I used to like, who was that? Who sang that song? Fucking Black Hole Sun, shit like that. I listen to weird shit like that. I like a little bit of Korn for a little bit. I listen to a variety of things. So I can't really tell you when the alternative scene died out. There's only here and there that I listen to certain shit. So it did get a little cheesy there for a while. But with rap music, I'm going to tell you where rap music died, right? Rap music died, and I saw somebody say when Biggie and Tupac died. In a way, yes, because when Biggie clocked out, that paved the way for Puff Daddy and Nas and the shiny fucking suits. Oh my God. Take that. Like, that's when it got all fucked up, because music used to be great for the house party. You know what I'm saying? You might get shot at the house party. That's neither here nor there. But music used to be great for house parties. Now, when P. Diddy kind of came into the scene, that's when shit started transitioning to being all about the club. Fucking throwing a bunch of money and doing all this other shit, trying to out impress other people. And to me, that's when it changed. That's when it started to lose feeling, meaning, emotion. And it just became about who could floss the most. And I'm not saying that it wasn't happening before. Back when people used to talk about flossing, or who was, had the biggest ego, it wouldn't be about the most money. It would just be like a motherfucker would be rapping about some outrageous shit that they could do that you couldn't do. LL battle rappers and things like that. It absolutely, when Luke won that case, that definitely changed the game. But it changed. It lost the feeling. And now it's just about, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. I fuck a lot of hoes. I got a gold chain. I fuck some more hoes. I fuck that hoe and her sister. I fuck a bitch, her sister and her mama. And I fucked her auntie too. I'm fucking everybody. I fucked the whole family. This, and this. I got 1,000 cars. I can't drive. I ain't even got a license. And it just started getting all shitty. You know what I'm saying? And it really started getting shitty. And now, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't enjoy a little bit of the ratchet music. It has its place in the strip club. I need that ratchet shit. I won't say every now and then I don't listen to a little of that toxic masculinity music from Future. I like that shit, but I can't listen to it all the time, right? Again, I need some meaning. Now, I still enjoy a lot of classical, even though I don't even know what I just put on a good classical playlist and listen. It's better. It's more conducive for thinking and things like that. But, all music has its place. You have a lot of the alternative kind of stuff is more emotional when you're going through some shit. Those emotional ass songs. You got rap when you just out having a good day. Summertime. Will Smith's Summertime was a great song. You know what I'm saying? Well, that'll always be a great song. Will Smith, you can look at him however you want to. Summertime, parents just don't understand. Shit like that had its place. But Summertime will forever be a classic. Something I talk about when it comes to a lot of this rap music, though, and what led me to an appreciation for classic rock, is a lot of this rap music uses a lot of samples from classic rock songs. From, Chicago to fucking Skinner to fucking Because what was that P. Diddy Godzilla song? What was that off of Kashmir? You know? And so that's what got me into classic rock was like, okay, these samples are cool. How much of this is sampled? How much of this is actually done by this particular producer? And then once you start seeing that most of that shit was sampled, the Eagles are great. Love the Eagles. Love the Eagles. You can't hide those lying eyes. What was that? What is the other one of these nights? They got a bunch of songs I like. But I like Skinner too. I like Skinner a lot. I like Skinner a lot. Zeppelin's cool. We talk about classic rock. The Eagles are cool. I listen to Elton John. I listen to Queen. You know, they're questionable. So I don't hate gay people. I listen to Queen. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. Great fucking song. Great fucking song. But I agree, Rashi. When it started becoming about the money, when P. Diddy started dancing in the shiny suits and started doing all that other shit, like, it fucked it up. Oh man, I had a period where I was not listening to nothing but classic rock. I had, man, that computer, that hard drive ended up frying or something happened with it. But I had so much fucking music, and it was just, that was it. Like the old lady I was with at that time, I put on a bunch of shit she got into, and it was just like the music was so much better. Instruments are better. You know, it's all cool. The electronic shit is cool, but there's nothing like instruments. Freebird, great song. Fucking push the button at the same time. What else? Freebird's great. Simple Man, that's one of my favorite songs. Like I said, it's so much good music out there. Prince was great, but now it's repetitive cadences, and it's not really difficult. I mean, they don't really put any effort into it. It's just kind of whatever now, and so it's not that great. Listen to a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Listen to a lot of shit, man, a lot of shit. So he was 19, he was in the future real hard, but since he died down, I've been all about 60s, 80s disco in the Motown. Okay, the doo-wop group. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like there's nothing wrong with having a variety of music. You have to appreciate it. And I think anybody can appreciate it, but you got a lot of people, I'm not going to listen to that shit. I know a lot of people like rapping. How you listen to that classic rock? It's the same shit you fucking listening to. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit you fucking listening to. Tim McGraw. I had a homeboy put me on Tim McGraw. That great. Loved it. Fucking, what's that one? Indian Outlaw? That's another song he got too. I can't remember. Fucking, it's a couple of country songs. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super big into country. It's really difficult for me to get into country music, but there's certain artists that I can fuck with. If we're talking about modern shit, what's old buddy's name? Fuck. Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton is great fucking music. Great music. Tennessee Whiskey. I listen to everything. Was I nerdy? I was an intelligent. I look at you. See, y'all use nerds because I was into different things. How dare you? How judgmental are you, Shelley? I thought you were better than that. Yes, I was a nerd. I don't give a shit. Daddy Yankee, not my bag. Never heard of Tame Impala. What's another one? There's some little kind of smaller artists too. I listen to, man, sometimes I listen to fucking, I don't even know if they're what you would call them, but like certain Arabian music, some of that shit goes hard. I don't know what the fuck they saying. They probably saying death to all Americans and especially you black people, but some of that shit just sounds good. Good music is international. You know what I'm saying? What do I want to say? Justin Nazuka? Something like that. I can't remember the guy's name. Had a couple of good songs. But a lot of good music. A lot of good music. But I'm going to open up the line and I want to talk about it. Where do you feel that music changed? Why is it different? Is it only going to get worse? What kind of music do you listen to? and your recommendations for songs, to go on the Spotify, the Den Show Spotify playlist. All right. Nirvana, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one. You know what song I really like? I mentioned it the other day. Fellas, you get you a chick who enjoys fucking to 9 Inch Nails, Closer. You got you a live one on your hands. Closer is a great song. All right. Let's see. Young Thug, get off that Atlanta shit. Young Thug, that nigga will steal your dresses. He'll steal your lingerie. You'll be looking to get fly for your husband. You can't find your lingerie. Young Thug be by your house. He stole all your shit. So let's see. Give me a second. Let me put it on. Man, Migos has some songs that are catchy, and I'm not gonna lie. There are songs that are catchy that you'll listen to. You well, okay, and that's cool. Like songs like that are good for working out, stuff like that. I hated that song so much, and that was peak smoking Honcho. I'm a stoner. This is terrible. This is not a weed song. I got 5 on it. Now that's a weed song. Anything by Devin the Dude. If you're not on Devin the Dude and you smoke, if you smoke weed and you don't listen to Devin the Dude, you have never smoked weed correctly. Pastor Troy, This the City, Vice Versa, No More Playing GA. I fuck with that. Hitman Sammy Sam. Another good weed song. I used to have a super weed playlist. Collie Buds. Collie Buds had a great song. I forgot the name of it, but that was a great song. No, can't say that I've ever listened to Hawaii music. Let me put the line up here. Hold on. We live. Line active. We live, baby. But yeah, I got 5 on this classic shit. Okay, that's a bet. Appreciate that. I don't know about acid music. I've tried acid in my past, but I never really. I don't think I listened to too much music while engaging in it. It was a different experience. City High, that's the one. What would you do if your son was at home? I'd call CPS on your motherfucking ass. Some heavy metal is good. Hey, you know what? No bullshit. I like a couple of songs, and I never thought I would because I used to hear people talk about Slipknot. I fuck with a little bit of Slipknot. Say It Ain't So is good. Hey, that's a good one. Shaolin, What's the Motherfucking Deal, man? Always good to see you. Slipknot, what is it? I'm a Worm Before I'm a Man. They got a couple of little songs I like from Slipknot. What is that, Sick or whatever they call it? What is the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening, and what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? I forgot. I keep forgetting. Every time I open up the line, I gotta fucking switch the microphone. I don't know why it doesn't stay put. But I think that was Kenneth anyway, so he wasn't gonna be talking about shit. I apologize for your ears. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hey man, this is Kenneth. How you doing today, Honcho?
I was doing good until you called. What's on your mind, Kenneth?
Real talk. Hope you having a good day, and everyone else in the chat. Hope you all had a good day. But I want to talk about, the current state of hip hop, and one thing that bothers me a little bit. All right, so whenever a lot of y'all, I don't want to say old heads, I don't want to keep using that because I know that's a little disrespectful, but whenever the older folks say that, hip hop is dying, hip hop is dead, That's just not true, bro. Like there, it's something as simple as there's something for everyone. You're just not looking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting here acting like everything that's out now is just 6ix9ine and Amigos when there's a bunch of different shit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to turn up and, you know what I'm saying, work out, put some 6ix9ine on, put some of the Migos on. If you just want to chill and vibe in the car, put some J. Cole on, put some Kendrick Lamar on. If you at a party, put some Lil Baby, put some Gunna, like shit like that. And the thing is, a lot of y'all sitting acting like the old shit is just dead, bro. If niggas like Eminem can sell 200K first week with that garbage album that he put out what was it, last year? Was it Kamikaze? Then you can't sit here and tell me that the old shit is dead because it's not. Because there's clearly a bunch of people looking and still listening to niggas like Eminem, even when his shit is still garbage. You know what I'm saying? So people need to stop acting like that it's just a bunch of bullshit that's being promoted now. Because the same way that, you know, us young people are able to promote our artists is the same way that y'all can do with y'all artists. Because
What?
the thing is, you got a lot of people here that, you know, let's say, let me use for example Lil Pump. You got a lot of y'all sitting there, sitting there hating on Lil Pump. The motherfucker's 18, 19 years old, bro. Like, can y'all get off this underage nuts? Fuck, bro. Like, the nigga's 16, 17, dropping music.
This
You know,
nigga,
doing his.
you changed his age. You thought he was 16, 17, now he 18,
I
19.
forgot
Man,
the
we
nigga
don't, we
age,
don't,
but
we don't give a fuck about Lil Pump, nigga. Bow Wow did it first. That nigga was like 10 years old dropping hits, nigga. So we don't give a fuck about Lil Pump. He ain't changed the game, nigga. Bow Wow did that shit first, nigga.
you know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, like, my man is dropping music, but y'all don't have to listen to his music. Y'all sitting there acting like his music is what comes on the fucking NBA Finals commercial, bro. Don't none of that shit be coming on the fucking. None of that shit is promoted. So the only way that you're sitting here listening to it is if you purposely are looking for that type of music. In which that case, you just looking for something to hate on. And I'm gonna say one more point, and I'm gonna get off the line, man. I want to say, Wale. You know who Wale is, Honcho?
Yes, I know who Wale is.
So why is someone like Wale, who's supposed to be on the same level as Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, can only do 25K first week?
I don't
You
think
know
he's
what
on
I'm
that
saying?
same level. I wouldn't say Wale is on the same level with those guys. He was signed to what was that, MMG or something like that. But I don't think Wale got that push because Wale's not making that kind of music. Wale makes a different kind of music, and I'm not a fan really, but he has lyrics. He provides lyricism, and I think Wale goes over certain people's heads.
But see, the problem is that you have a lot because the reason why that's happened is because he only doing 25K first week because you have a bunch of these people who sitting here. Some of these old niggas are too busy hating on Lil Pump's IG and hating on Lil Pump's music instead of going to listen to Wale's album.
Okay,
That's
so
the
how about
problem.
how much of that is the record label actually promoting and pushing him? Because the record labels have a significant impact on the marketing of some of these artists that they want to push for. So, do you think they're giving him that same level of push as some of these other artists that may be signed to majors?
Honestly, to be honest, the labels matter to an extent. If your music is trash, it don't matter how good the label is. You could be on the Quality Control, Atlantic, fucking Def Jam. It don't matter what label you're on. If the music is trash and you drop a trash project, the next time people ain't gonna listen to that shit. It's that simple. But at the same time, there's some labels that that do fuck up artists. Like, for example, you got Young Thug. You got artists like Young Thug who've been in the rap game for about what, 6 years. He can only do 30K first week and has a bunch of his clones already. You know, he has a lot of his quote unquote sons, Lil Baby, Gunna, a bunch of these other guys that have copied Young Thug's style. But the thing is, everybody want to call Young Thug the GOAT, but he's only doing 30K first week. Why is that? Because
Yeah.
his label is
No,
fucking management.
because he's boo boo. Uh, I can't fuck with the Young Thug music. I don't like it. I know people fuck with it. I remember Shaq Kush telling me something about some Young Thug song. I had to hang up on that nigga. Um, I just can't fuck with it. But my thing is this: you got artists like that, and out of probably the 10 artists that you name, only in my opinion 2 of them are really lyricists. And so that's what I'm saying. You back in the day, you couldn't get away with the stuff, and we're talking. I guess we're talking mainstream. It's different now because you have so many more avenues to hear music compared to back then. So back then, it was either you heard it by buying the album or you caught it on the radio. That was pretty much it. There was no Spotify. You know, you had Napster and stuff like that, where if you were stealing the music, LimeWire if you were stealing viruses. But you know, it's a different way of coming across with a lot of these things. You know, streaming is a thing now, and a lot of these artists are getting streaming credits as counted as sales and things like that. And I think if that had been the case back in the day, then we'd have a much different conversation. But the only artists that I could really rock with that you said were J. Cole and Kendrick. You know, a lot of these other guys, yeah, they make, like you said, you know, there's an energy for every type of occasion. But what you have to me is you have a lot of these people put, oh, this guy's the GOAT, this guy's the GOAT. They don't really make good music. They made one or two little catchy songs, but they're not all that great in my opinion. So, I mean, of course, y'all are younger. Y'all are going to see this is your crowd. Y'all going to see a different vibe. Y'all haven't experienced some of the things that we have. And I think you also have a situation where once so many artists have come out, there's so many things that have been said, so many lyrics that have been put out there. It's hard to be original. So you got to do some other shit to get notoriety. And a lot of these clowns, to me, do a lot of questionable activities to.
Nah, so I gotta disagree with you on that, man. So you saying that, you know, attention, you know, followers kind of equates to, you know, your music doing good? I want to clarify that. You know.
Okay, go for it. Clarify that.
Do you think that attention, you know, all that other shit helps your album sell? Like, is that what you're saying?
I think it gets you out. I'm not saying it helps you. I think it gets you out there. It gets you more notoriety because you can get away with a lot more foolishness, and it spreads. And people are like, okay, well, who is this? So it takes a couple of things. There's a couple of factors in that. So if I have a decent song, right, it could be catchy, it could be whatever, and I go do something foolish, and people say, well, who the fuck is this? Oh, he's some type of rapper. Oh, well, let me listen to this goofy nigga music. What is he about? And then, okay, well, hey, maybe he's not as bad as I thought, as opposed to a person who makes good music, but they're not putting themselves out there in a foolish way like Anderson .Paak. I think he makes great music, but he doesn't get a lot of notoriety. It's not a lot of people who know about him, but because he's not necessarily out there like that. So I think that, yes, attention and notoriety, and that's why you see so many of these artists who leverage social media tomfoolery into, you know, more notoriety. They get these followings. So I think it does help.
The thing is, it's been proven that followers and attention does not work when it comes to your album selling. Like, let me go back to Lil Pump. The motherfucker started doing a bunch of bullshit. Like, the only way I found out about Lil Pump was that he was over there acting a goddamn fool in Walmart and all these other places. Motherfucker is sitting at, 16, 17 million followers. Flopped on his debut album. Sold 40K, sold 39, 40K first week. So, I mean, having attention does not mean nothing if your music ain't, you know, going with it. You know what I mean?
But that's the caveat I said. That's that if you have decent music to go with it. But even take that fucking goofy ass Gucci Gang song. That song was trash, but it got a lot of play, got a lot of love from somewhere, somehow, some way.
Which one are you talking about?
The Gucci Gang song.
I mean, the song was catchy,
but it was trash.
The song was. But that's your opinion, Honcho. But see, that's the thing. There's something for everyone. You don't have to sit here and listen to it.
Well, my opinion is right, though, Kenneth.
It's an opinion. I have never heard of an opinion being right.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the first time for everything in life, and tonight you have heard that my opinion is right. That song is fucking trash.
That's your opinion, Honcho. I can't go back and forth with your opinion, but
no, because I'm right.
Like I said, man, there's something for everybody, man. So for everyone to sit here and say that you know that old school rap is dead, is not. You just have to go out there and look for it. But that's all I want to say, Honcho. I appreciate it.
All right, Kenneth. Appreciate your call, man.
Appreciate it.
Everything Kenneth said was wrong. Don't listen to Kenneth. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Used diaper type of trash. Damn. So yeah, that stuff is terrible. I mean, that's the lyrics. Like, look, Prepaid has put the entire lyrics of that song out in one paragraph. That's it. So again, you know, if y'all have some suggestions for songs to add to the Den Show Spotify playlist, you know, please drop those. You know, make sure you drop them in the chat. I'll try to make sure I catch those. But here's the thing, Kenneth. There's a lot more trash people out now. So trash people don't know anything. Trash people's opinions don't count. So that's just what it is. Like Heidi's opinion on fashion doesn't count. You know, Kenneth's opinion on music, Heidi's opinion on fashion cancel each other out. It's a playlist of music. So whatever music that you suggest, I will add to the list. But you have to put the name of the artist and the song that you want me to add to it. Just a random artist, I'm not going to listen to all this shit just to put it on there. A lot of y'all like willy foo shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, there was trash music back in the day. But I don't think it was at the extent of it is now because you have the accessibility just to make anything. Like, you can make catchy ass, goofy social media. Old Town Road. And I like the little catchy song, right? I like it. It started off as like a joke or something he was saying. You know, he really wasn't necessarily taking it all the way serious, but it caught fire. You know what I'm saying? And here you go now. What is one of the most popular songs in the world right now, if not the most popular song in the world? Female Pimp, I'm going to disagree with you and Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. That's cool. That's cool. So, you know, again, Skilo he had another song too. He had another song after that. I forgot. Coolio had a couple of songs. You know, it is what it is. But my thing is, like I say, right, I'm going to not ever listen to Megan Thee Stallion, so I'm cool with that. I'm not going to listen to anything Meg Thee Stallion. That's coming out the city. I'm not fucking with it. Yeah, and that's how I agree though, cause like look at like Lupe. And y'all can feel how you want to feel about Lupe. Lupe drops some of the most potent lyrical content. Doesn't get that push. Why? People don't want to think. You can go listen to a fucking a Lupe song, and I'm still saying Tetsuo and Youth was one of the most underrated albums ever put out. That shit was art. But went underappreciated because the labels aren't pushing that shit. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hey man, peace and blessings, man. It's your boy Unbeaten.
Unbeaten, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Always good to hear from you, Unbeaten. What's on your mind this evening, man?
Man. So the topic tonight is, was it the day that music died?
Yes. We're talking about what happened in the game. What changed music from what it was to what it is now?
Has it changed? Is my real question. If anything, is better than it's ever been.
No, don't say that. What makes you feel that way?
It honestly is, because the reason why I say this is I don't know. I'm speaking from rap, right? I'm speaking from hip hop, right? That's what I identify with. That's the culture. That's the wave. That's what every other genre gets, feeds from, is rap, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at rap. Rap has evolved so much. Like, I mean, we still have, I guess, the essence of rap, like the gangster type rap that really took it to the top. Like recently we got the Baby, who's kind of taken into that way. But at the same time, like hip hop now has so much range, because like honestly, like apps like SoundCloud has honestly made it to where like anybody and everybody can make music, and honestly everybody and anybody shouldn't be making music, but the reach and the how wide that music has grown is as wide as it's ever been, because it's so easy for somebody to do it.
Okay.
Now now we gotta realize, like, we living in 2019. We have the internet, Wi-Fi, all this. You know what I'm saying? Age of information. So there's going to be a lot of people who's going to put out a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of content out there. But at the same time, like like just based off of the range, I mean, we have, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, you just talked about Lil Nas X. He, like, 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying, hip hop's what, 40 years now? What, somewhere around there. 20 years ago, we would never think that we would ever hear a hip hop country song.
Oh,
It's
man,
catchy.
what you
It's still
talking?
not the best.
What you
But
talking about? Still a bitch in my book, man. That shit came out like 20 years ago, man, and some change. Y'all don't know about that little Troy, man. That was country rap tunes right there, man. That was the originator. You know, Pimp C told y'all we was making country rap tunes, man. But yeah, I mean, but going mainstream.
that was country people making rap. I don't want to say it was country rap.
Man, hold up, man.
But-
Hold up. But going on a mainstream level in which the Lil Nas X, so I understand what you're saying.
Right, like yeah, like the range. Like I'm actually looking at Billboard right now. Like I mean, Post Malone has 2 songs in the top 10. Post Malone, a white boy from Dallas. Like I don't mean to be like racist, but I mean it's rap. It's predominantly black. And
Post
you got
Malone is the
a
best
guy
rapper to ever come out of Dallas.
who doesn't fit the typical mold of a rapper, huh?
Say Post Malone is the best rapper to ever come out of Dallas, next to Erykah Badu. Yeah, don't at me. I said it. What y'all? I know some Dallas folks. I know what y'all gonna do.
I can't even name that many rappers out of Dallas, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
Saying I'm H-Town, nigga. I don't really fuck with D-Town like that.
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, yeah. That's all really I had to say.
Okay. Well, I can understand your point of view and how what it is now and how it's kind of taken over. I think it has overall taken a step up in the power that the music has now is much different in how it impacts people. I just personally feel like the quality and, like you said, the accessibility has kind of diluted the context. I mean, if we look at it overall as a whole, I think that, you know, if we were to just take all the music and really say, okay, this is quality with everything. I'm talking about the underground, the nigga only got 1 or 2 albums because he made a mixtape out of his closet or whatever else. As a whole, because of the accessibility, I think the music is kind of washed. But back then, you had to be of some skill level to even get somebody to play your shit, to listen to your shit, to be able to get any kind of rotation. So that's kind of, I guess, what I look at it as you're looking at it as a whole. But yes, it is more embraced.
But even if
now.
you say that, but even if you say that, like a lot of people, like a lot of the good artists that we have now, we may not have ever had. Like there's a lot of people who blew straight up off of the internet who, you know what I'm saying, may or may have not have, you know what I'm saying, have been green lighted by the A&Rs back in the day, where they are our favorites now. Like Drake wouldn't have never gotten green lit by an A&R. You know what I'm saying? He came from Degrassi of all places, right? To being on top of rap. You look at him, especially where he was before, not compared to where he is now, but like what he looked like when he was on Degrassi. I don't think he would have gotten greenlit by an A&R to be put on the mainstream like he is.
I agree. Yeah, you definitely had. There was you had to have the whole persona. I mean, not just the persona, but like I think you get away with a lot of fraudulence too. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fraudulence you get away with because now back in the Gap, they would check you for your music. If you saying some shit, you know, you saying you're doing this, then the third, people will pull your card just to see if you was really about it back then. I think nowadays, as long as it sounds good, and you getting extorted well enough by the right people, you know, they'll let you make it. But
Takashi.
yeah, straight up. Yeah, I agree. But I can't fully disagree with you on what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from with that. So I get what you're saying there, and Beaton, I ain't gonna disagree with you on that one.
Yeah. What's up?
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Shout out to Unbeaten. Man, yeah, that Crook for Life went hard. But y'all, Dallas niggas don't get no play. Who was it? Big Tuck and Tum Tum and Fat Bastard. Niggas was on some weird shit. And then Dallas niggas was trying to screw and chop for a little bit. Like, don't y'all do that. Not with them leather shorts and them fatbacks. Nah, we cool. Dallas niggas do like the opposite of what H-Town niggas be doing. Like, y'all, I don't get it. Yeah, I'm finna come with some Dallas slander. If y'all want to fight about it, then challenge the nigga, goddamn. Niggas had the South Side fade. These niggas got fatbacks. Like, what is that? Like, you didn't pay for the entirety of your haircut? What is that? You know what I'm saying? Niggas out here with starchy arch. These niggas got leather short. You can't starch leather. What's going on? What are y'all doing? Why are y'all doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of weird shit that was going on up in Dallas, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. Dallas had all the like niggas in Houston don't. When is the last time a dance song came out in Houston outside of the South Side? Everybody loves that bounce and turn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas in H-Town don't really make dance music. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, that was their whole wave. Who was it? Wasn't that Ricky Bobby nigga from Dallas too? Stop, pose for the frame. Stop, pose for the frame. Nigga, what? All right, look, I don't need I'm not finna do this whole instructional video dance shit. Like, I ain't got no time for all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I have no time for all this shit. Just crazy shit. Look, don't hate on the syrup. Don't hate on the oil because y'all start trying to the whole world started sipping oil. After Houston got their little run after we got undermined by 97.9, the whole world was sipping oil like they was on that shit. We was on that shit for damn near 2 decades before y'all got with that shit. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's prepaid.
Prepaid, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind?
Coolin', man. Hey, Kenneth had some solid points, man. If you fuck with the young niggas' music, you'll find something you can fuck with. Not all of it. Don't let me lie to y'all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weird music.
Yeah.
But if you fuck with it hard enough, because you know what I'm saying, I be around the kids, I found some shit I can fuck with.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the difference between music now and compared to our era, Honcho.
Okay.
See, all the niggas in our era, so talking about rapping about selling dope, selling more dope, selling big dope, okay? So what we did was, by all the rappers selling dope and everybody that's a lifestyle, everybody was trying to come up in the world selling dope, this generation is all the junkies. They sold the dope, people bought the dope, they had kids, you know what I'm saying? They did what they do to have some kids, and this is who you got. So after Jay-Z sold all the bricks, Little Pump, Little Zan, Little whoever, they popped all the pills. And it's like a repeating cycle. Because look at it, back in the Gap, okay, everybody drank, but y'all gotta understand, back then it was alcohol, malt liquor, you know, shit like that. Nothing that gonna really just fuck you up like talking about. So now you have that era, right? Nobody did any really hard drugs. People smoked weed back then, but it was like Reggie. So then you progress forward, right? So you progress forward with the drugs. Look at the hard drugs they doing now. They got kids doing heroin and coke.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got, you know what I'm saying? So like they go to a party and everybody on lower tabs. First of all, if I went to a party with y'all, I would rob everybody. These little kids can't even stand up. That's how my mind would work. But that's how they party now. They get on a cocktail of all kind of drugs. Our rappers are more of smoke a little weed, feel a little player, then you ready to get back out there type shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas get on all the drugs, pop all the pills, do coke, and then they pass out, and that's a party to them. They wake up on, you know, next Thursday type shit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a change. And then like, now one thing I will say is these young niggas did their thing when it came to R&B music. Our R&B artists, they cried too much. They begged for too much pussy. The new niggas are telling, hey man, come over here and take the panties off. When we come here bullshitting with me.
It's true.
These new niggas, I like all the shit that happened. Like once I got older, I like their music way better than ours. Cause it was the POD, man, the pussy on delivery. You show up, it's showtime. I was, let me take you to a fancy restaurant. No, fuck all that. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, baby. I like that. I like the charisma. New niggas R&B music is way better. You know, Trey Songz don't have the talent of the niggas we grew up listening to, but he getting you from point A to point B much faster.
Yeah.
I likes that. Now R. Kelly was, he was a beast from getting you point A to point B. We can't listen to him in public no more for reasons I won't discuss. So in the grand scheme, man, I agree with Kenneth. I think if you fuck with it hard enough, you'll like it. Like I was telling him about some dude named Polo G. He got a song about robbing everybody at a party. Of course, I like it.
Yeah.
I listen to all the violent music. So shit like that I like.
Yeah.
Young Boy, I like, Young Thundercats, they can rap, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch, gang shit. I like the gang shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into. So, like I said, man, it's not a lot you listen to, but every now and then you run across a song and be like, okay, I fuck with that. So, it's just going to be, if you stick with it, man, you better find some shit. Now, it ain't going to be a whole lot of shit. It's going to hold some substance in the long run, but you better find some shit. But that's me, man. Y'all be blessed. Fuck with me.
Already prepaid. Appreciate it.
All right.
Already. Man, I ain't gonna lie. The one little young nigga that I do jam from time to time, Lil Baby, all right. When I first heard, like, 'cause I think it was, oh shit, sorry for your ears. I want to say it was Beyond the funny nigga who had put some shit on there talking about Lil Baby the hardest out. So I got nosy, got to looking. I'm like, oh, this nigga got some catchy little tunes though. So yeah, all right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got? Not Lil Baby, the baby. Not it's too many babies out there. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hello, this is Joe House 50 Mayo.
Okay. What is your mind, Joe's House 50 Mayo?
Is this a sex line?
Not for you.
But Honcho, you look like a...
Yeah, you fucking queer. Anyway. On to the next one. Let's see. Did I say that loud enough? I hope I didn't say that shit too loud. YouTube is coming to BOW! Oh, shit. Did I say that? Did y'all hear what I said? What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? Oh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. I had you roaming. I had you roaming. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. You was roaming. That's why I say I had to block that last questionable caller. Okay,
blasphemy, prepaid blasphemy. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You got the nerve to call in here and say that you like the new shit better than the old shit? You done lost your fucking mind. Look here, let me tell you, motherfucker, something. See, there's the difference between motherfuckers who know music and motherfuckers who don't. See, y'all niggas just listen to it. You don't know nothing about what it takes to make it and how much skill you have to be able to make something out of nothing, okay? So you niggas is just fans. Y'all ain't artists or fans of how to make the music. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking difference. So, yeah, I'm one of them niggas that don't like none of this new shit. Don't like it because they not talking about a bitch ass thing. You tell me one fucking inkling of knowledge that you get from any one of these motherfucking songs. You don't get shit. You don't even get nothing that's worth mentioning, nothing that's worth repeating. All you get is some kind of, come on, man, y'all motherfuckers have lost y'all mind. And Kenneth, you don't reserve the right to say anything about music. Motherfucker, you still smelling like Similac. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Because y'all young niggas always come with this same shit. Oh, y'all just hating on the young niggas. No, the fuck they not. Look, little nigga, you out there getting your money, cool. But don't sit up here and try to call your shit like art, a legit art, that you can rap better than fucking Tupac. Bro, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's when the nigga got to step on your motherfucking neck. Look, you get out here getting your money, you pimping and pandering that bullshit, go on do that. Go on get your money, nigga. But don't sit up here and disrespect the great, bro. You don't do no shit like that. You just don't do it. Oh, I think Tupac and them was trash. Bro, fuck out of here with that bullshit. You niggas don't even know how to rap. You barely can make the fucking words rhyme, and you barely can speak words, period. A lot of this shit is just a bunch of fucking sounds. You know what I'm saying? All you doing is mumbling on the beat, adding a fucking track to the fucking beat. But it's supposed to be lyrics. That's the whole fucking point of you grabbing the mic in the first place. You're supposed to say something. Give me something.
Okay. I got a question for you, Jay Dizzy.
There's zero substance in this music, bro.
I got a question for you. This is an argument that I've had with people for some time. Some people agree, some people disagree. When it comes to the better, I'm asked two questions because it's a two-part question in a way. Who is the better rapper, Tupac or Biggie? Now, notice the words that I'm using because I'm asking something different in a second. Who is the better rapper, Tupac or Biggie?
I would have to say Biggie.
Okay. Well, the caveat to this question, what I was going to say is, who is the better lyricist, Tupac or Biggie? Okay, so you say Pac is a better lyricist and Biggie's a better rapper?
Yes.
Okay. I always thought it was vice versa. I thought, to me, Biggie was a better storyteller. Like, he painted a picture with his words. To me, Pac, like, I'm not saying that he didn't go hard. Like, he incited a mood in you that made you feel a particular way. So I always thought it was the other way around. Okay, that's it. That's interesting.
Now, see, here's where you're wrong. When you say somebody's a better rapper, that means that how they put the words together, and then how their delivery is. You got delivery, you got flow, you got rhyme schemes, you got all that other shit. Biggie had a way better delivery and flow than Tupac. But Tupac is what he was talking about that was most important. That's why the lyrics, you have to lean more on what he was saying, which is the lyrics, not how he was saying it. That's the difference.
Okay, but I like the way, I guess, because we see it differently. Because the way I see it is when you talk about, like you said, delivery and those things, I put that more in the lyricist category. To me, like, a rapper is...
because lyricist, the base word of lyricist is lyric.
Well, but
it's
I mean,
the word.
But to me, is how you manipulate those lyrics is important too. So not just, and I know that can go in with delivery, but when when I'm talking about lyrics, I think the way you manipulate that too, the wordplay that goes with it, I think is important with that. Again, I look at a rapper as, you got good rappers who may not necessarily be saying too much of shit. I'm not saying that Pac wasn't saying anything, and I'm not saying that his lyrics did not have content. It's just that I felt like Biggie was gave better delivery, and the way that he just kind of put, the way he put things together. It was like like I say, just painting a picture. To way with Pac was passionate. You know what I'm saying? He could almost say anything, any kind of way, and you was finna rock with that shit. But I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, that's why he's not the better rapper, because he was saying any kind of way. There was no real structure to a lot of his songs. So you can't have no structure and be a lyricist. That don't work that way.
Okay.
But anyway, I'd have said my piece on that. Prepaid, you ought to be ashamed of your fucking self. Ought to be fucking ashamed. Because you can't tell me the 2000s were jamming, goddamn. Come on now. Come on, bro. Wasn't better than a lot of this shit that we got now. Now, I understand his point about the begging shit, but that shit was going on way before we even came around. You know who the fuck Keith Sweat is, nigga?
The king of begging.
That nigga been begging for decades. So that shit just didn't... What it was, nigga, is we was more smooth and player about our shit. That's the fucking difference. We, you know what I'm saying? We knew how to coax a bitch into doing some shit. These young niggas now is just straight up out here and vulgar, which is cool too, if that's what you like. But we also had gangster rap in our era too. We was murking niggas, and they was killing niggas for real. The difference between that and now is these young niggas rap about it, but when a real nigga go and test them, find out them niggas ain't about that shit.
Do it for the
So
ground.
that's what I'm saying. This new shit is fake as fuck. A lot of them older rappers, yeah, some of them was faking, but the majority of them, was really about that shit. And a lot of the niggas is still in the motherfucking game. There's certain niggas you just didn't fuck with. All these young niggas, you can test all of them, and them niggas is made of Play-Doh. Ain't none of them stand-up niggas, bro. Ain't no bricklayers around here, man. These a bunch of straw houses and you know what I'm saying, and hay houses, nigga. Come on now. Come on. Ain't nothing authentic about these young niggas, and all they doing is just copying off of each other. Our shit, nigga, you had to be your own nigga, because if you bit off somebody else shit, you had to see them.
Yeah, that was the thing that definitely wasn't going on. Like, you just copied somebody's style because they made a hit song. that shit,
That's a problem.
yeah, that shit wasn't finna fly. That shit was not finna fly.
Now, the only caveat I will give you, if you try to call in and say, well, then y'all started all the sampling shit, I'll give you that. I'll give you the sampling error because I like that shit too. But we just didn't make the song the same way that the original artist made it. And we just used a piece, put a whole nother beat to it. Sometimes we used the melody and sometimes they didn't. But we made a whole different song that was more new age player than the old shit. Back, you know what I'm saying, back in the gap where nigga was begging and shit.
Man, you know that H-Town had that shit bad though. They would always take some old shit and then
Yeah.
swap it up. But that shit used to
But
jam
it
like a
was
bitch.
all player shit.
Yeah.
Like the way that these niggas move around, these niggas ain't no players, bro. Ain't nobody. These niggas ain't no pimps. These niggas is prostituting for these hoes. Like, come on, bro. And you prefer this new shit? Nigga, you crazy. I'm so disappointed in you right now, Prepaid. So disappointed.
That's tough.
But anyway, I need you to help me settle a debate.
Okay.
If me and my brother had the other day, Honcho, since I know you know what I'm saying, you are also a screw connoisseur,
Yeah.
for lack of a better phrase.
Okay.
Who do you think is the best rapper out of the screwed up clique? And I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, Lil Flip and all them late.
I don't even count Flip.
the early.
I don't even really
The
count
early
Flip.
nigga.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was always probably the biggest fan of Big Po Dino, man. Poyo.
Okay.
Poyo was probably always my favorite. Big Pokey was probably.
Okay, who do you think was the best lyricist?
We talking it's gonna be between probably Pat or Hawk, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My motherfucking brother said Lil Keke is the best rapper and Lil Keke is the best lyricist. Not either way. And then I asked him, I said, can you name me one album that was better than The Hardest Pit in the Litter of Lil Keke? And this nigga said, Don't Mess with Texas. I said, bro, I slapped the shit out of you.
Don't get me wrong, Don't Mess with Texas went hard, but it wasn't fuck with Hardest Pit.
But it wasn't better than The Hardest Pit in the Litter, bro.
Yeah.
Not even close. Well, it had more hit songs and sold more copies. I say, yeah, because that nigga was just coming out.
Yeah.
Niggas was fucking with it.
Yeah.
All the poke shit, that's what niggas was able to burn shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to live wire shit. Niggas was download your shit. Niggas wasn't paying for that shit at that point. I said, so of course it didn't sell as many records. And then Keke had what? Keke got what, about 30 motherfucking albums?
Yeah, Keke
Pokey got what, 3, 4?
Keke
5,
got albums I ain't even know
like
came
that?
out. Dude, that nigga got albums I ain't even know was in existence. That nigga Keke got buku.
Exactly.
So how did you feel when Keke was fucking with Swisher House for a minute?
Man, I really didn't know how to feel. On one hand, I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? But on the other hand, I'm like, look, if anybody able to continue what Screw started, Michael Watts already had it set up.
Yeah.
And he was good at it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, shit, Screw wouldn't want it to die or just to live on one side. Why not? I mean, it's all H time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it ain't like Michael Watts wasn't, you know what I'm saying, not acknowledging the fact that Screw started the shit. You know what I'm saying? He was respectful. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. You know, I really didn't like Lil Key going over there, but at the same time, I mean, shit, nigga, you gotta chase the check. So I couldn't be mad at the man for going and getting his money.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. All right. Got a question for you then. I'm gonna drop one more on you because a lot of these folks are like, what are they talking about? I don't understand. I don't know any of these artists that they're speaking on. This is not Little Flipper. This is not what was I forgot that was Little Nigga. But now, so who went the hardest on June 27th in your opinion?
Oh. kind of like I like the whole thing. Like to me, it's about even.
Okay.
You know, that's classic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That song gonna forever live in my heart. And I argued with my brother about this. When Drake redid it, I'm like, who in the fuck in Houston you think would have enough cachet to remake that song and put it out for the public to consume? And then he was like, well, obviously Drake. I said, no, the only reason he got away with it was because he had Jay Prince behind him. If he didn't have Jay Prince behind him and he came out with that shit, it would have been a fucking problem.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because there's just certain things you just don't touch, man. There's certain shit you just don't fuck with.
Yeah, I agree. I was offended when I first heard that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
I ain't gonna lie, I did like it though. You know, his shit was different and it's still jam, but I was just like, why would he do that? Like, out of any song he could have picked to try to redo, not that one.
Yeah.
And then also the other song, which I think is the Houston anthem. And I want to see if you can guess what song that is.
The Houston anthem?
Yes, sir. It just represents H-Town.
You said over June 27th.
Yes, I think it's more H-Town than June 27th. And I'm going to give you a hint. As soon as it come on, you automatically know what it is, and everybody has the same reaction to it.
Other thing?
It's actually two songs I think is over June 27th. Because the other one done got up there, too.
Only other thing I can just immediately think of that would be maybe over that would be in that category might be Wanna Be a Baller.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so I'm lost it. I don't know. What you got?
First off, the one I think that just probably pushed past June 27th is that Zero freestyle.
Oh, the Mo City Don? Yeah. Okay, so
there's not one nigga in Houston and one female in Houston that don't know that motherfucker word for word.
Yeah. I give it to you. I see a couple people in the chat drop that. Okay, yeah, that Mo City Don freestyle, but that hoe is hard, nigga.
And the top dog is Top's Drop, bro.
Okay.
As soon as that beat hit,
yeah,
niggas know what it is.
Man,
it's easily distinguishable, very noticeably identified, and then niggas jam this shit every day.
Okay.
Top's Drop, I think it's the ultimate H-Town song. I don't think there's no other song that represents H-Town better than that song.
Yeah, Broderick said, Broderick claimed he said Top Drop, had a couple folks say Mo City Don. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I can't disagree with you. It's just, I don't know, maybe just for what it was, because, you got the whole shit. Matter of fact, what's coming up in about a week or so, you got the June 27th coming up. Like, I guess it's because I look at it like that. Like, Top Drop, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I say those two, June 27th has its place in history. But these young niggas don't listen to Screw like we did. So they would know the rappers, but they wouldn't know the words. The Mo City Don freestyle, even the young niggas know the words.
Everybody.
Top's Drop come on, they know who it is, and they know every word. Niggas is even singing the bitch part. Yeah. Come on, Honcho.
Yeah. That's straight up.
Straight up.
Man, I seen that nigga Zero do that Mo City Don freestyle in front of a crowd full of nothing but our Caucasian friends, and they was on that bitch word for fucking word. So everybody knows that. Everybody does know that song.
And absolutely. I seen him do a video, not a video, but interview, and he said he hate that fucking song. He did not expect. He said he didn't. He just threw it on there because he needed another track.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, man, that wasn't like something I planned on doing. He said I just did it, and then he was like, fuck it, I just throw that on there. You know what I'm saying, as a bonus. He said I didn't expect that shit to hit like that. Yeah. And he said every time I try to perform that fucking song, I get drowned out by the audience.
Yeah. That's it.
He said I just stick the mic out, and they rap the whole motherfucker. Yeah. He say so I get a break in the middle of it.
Well, that hoe is hard though. That hoe is hard. Like, I can't lie.
Facts.
Okay. Steel tipping. I hate steel tipping. No, I don't hate it. I just hate that it's accredited to Mike Jones. That's my dislike.
Facts. I hate that. Because to me, that's Slim Thug song.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you the part that fucked me up. I never noticed it probably about the 30th or 40th time watching that motherfucker. That Slim was getting head the whole time he was driving. I never noticed that till late. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, hold up, man. Like, he did that shit smooth.
Yeah.
You don't really notice it unless you look for it.
Yeah, that whole man. Oh man, it's some classics out there, man. That motherfuckers just have no. It's the whole half the chat like, what are these motherfuckers talking about? I don't know. Where they just fuck. We gonna play some chat games because they don't know what the fuck going on.
I never really did Mike Jones though.
Yeah.
I never really did like that nigga.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. Back then was the shit. The song he did with Pimp, yeah, okay. And
What's
Still
it?
Tipping, okay. You know, he did have a lot of hits.
Yeah.
But
Was
it's
he?
just like that nigga personally. Just
Oh, what you know about?
I like Magno.
What you know about that in
I like
Dallas,
Magno.
Nikki? Yeah.
That
Just because Nikki motherfucking Nicole, she up there unfortunately in Dallas, but she talking about that chilling with my broad, and you already know that hoe was a hit, nigga. That was look like
What
you
you
said.
mean, unfortunately, man? That was the trash.
No, I'm
man.
talking
Come
about
on.
I'm talking about she up in Dallas. Unfortunately, she in Dallas. You know, D-town niggas. Look, I remember when I went to college, man, and this was in '03. Them D-town niggas was like, what is screw? What is that? Can you tell me more about it? I don't understand.
Man.
Why do you? They was so out the loop, nigga. Like, you know, I was just like, come on, man. But once they got on that shit, it was over with. They was fucking with that shit super tough. Hawk went, man, like when you talk about some player shit, you're not lying, dog. And a nigga who gets slept on doesn't get enough love for who put out some very player anthems. Lil O gets slept on, dog. Lil O has
The Fat Rat with the Cheese was a good album.
a classic. I don't care when you can't tell me shit, nigga.
That
Fat
was a
Rat-
good fucking album.
Players Get Chose, Choo Choo, all that shit, man. Come on, man. It was that hoe was holding. That hoe was a classic in my opinion. But you know,
And Bag Bag.
yeah.
Yeah, he killed that.
Yeah.
But you was right about when you talking about the D-Town niggas. Dallas is like the antithesis of Houston. Them niggas do everything different than the fuck we do. Like, them niggas is dressed different. They do their cars different. Them niggas ride donks. We ride slabs. You know what I'm talking about? Like even they words, like the way that they speak is different than the A-Town. Like, that's a whole nother area.
Yeah.
And we both live on East Texas. So to me, Texas is divided up in three parts. You got the Dallas area, you got the Houston area, and you got Mexico. Hey, that's real shit though.
You ain't lying, dog. But hey, man, on some real shit. Regardless if you fuck with him or not, you know who probably had more shine than anybody. When you say Mexico, so you know who I'm finna say. Niggas might not, some niggas fuck with him. A lot of niggas was just kind of 50-50 on him. But y'all gotta give SPM his due when he was free. That nigga had.
I wasn't really a SPM fan though.
Man,
He
SPM could
wasn't
rap.
like he wasn't terrible. He had some, some catchy shit, but it's just, I didn't really like his lyrics.
Well, SPM could rap. That nigga was not lacking. SPM could fucking rap, dog. Like I'm telling y'all, like that, because he did like a little, because like Youngster kept doing that June 27 beat on a couple little albums and mixtapes. So I think he put like just his verse on one of them. But it was one SPM that got on that hoe. And I forgot how the whole shit went, but he was talking about 3 screens and 2 margarita machines. Something that nigga got on that hoe and killed that bitch. He had that. Who was that? Yeah, Hill Wood Hustler. What did he have? Will Watcher. I'm a Will Watcher. That hoe used to jam. Like SPM had some fucking jams. You know what I'm saying? Like SPM went hard. Then Block of Rock
was
went hard.
A-Town's first mumble rapper. He was. Him and what was the other nigga? What was the nigga? What was his name?
Lil
Flex,
Flex,
some
yeah.
shit?
But Youngster, Lil Flex, I couldn't tell. It was hard to tell the
sound
difference.
exactly alike.
Exactly. Could not tell the difference between them two niggas, dog. Them niggas sound just the same.
No. Nope, and that album went hard. I like that. That shit jam. But Youngster was the first mumble rapper, but it was different because he didn't write that shit down. He was freestyling the whole fucking time.
Yeah. No first kisses, no hippopotamus. Hey, look, leave the hippopotamuses out. Look, SPM went hard though. SPM was jamming, nigga. Yeah, but that's true. That's true though. Yeah, Youngster, that was just him though. That's Youngster rap like he talks. So I mean, goddamn, this shit, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. No man. Anything else you want to add to that, Trill?
No, I can't really think of nothing at this time.
No.
But I'm still disappointed in prepaid though. Fucking disappointed. Even though I understand what he's saying. Just that I still can't believe it, bro. The 2000s had a bunch of good fucking music.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't come from Texas, because I still jam T-Pain to this day. That nigga was damn near king of that shit.
I was never really big on T-Pain. He had some little hits though. I ain't gonna lie. He had some hits, but I just was in love with a stripper and that
You
other thing.
seem like you would be a T-Pain nigga though. Like real shit. Not just because of the dreads and shit, but just like the songs that this nigga was making.
I was never really a big T-Pain fan. I just really didn't rock with him too much. Like I say, but then I only knew what was on the radio because, like I said, I didn't really check for the shit he was talking about. 1676, you talking about Third Coast Born? That C-Note album, I was jamming that hoe today. That's like one of my favorite H-Town. That C-Note Third Coast Born with diamonds all in your face on.
I wasn't a real big C-Note fan.
Oh man,
I did like Diamonds All in Your Face.
Yeah, Diamonds on that whole album. That whole was like one of my favorites. I bought that album 3 times. Like the physical copy of that bitch. Even when CDs was getting played out, but now I had to go and get that bitch on Spotify. But that bitch was.
I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, Honcho. When that shit was out, it was all UGK around my way, man.
See, he had a song with that hoe with Bun. Bun killed that bitch. Oh, that song he had on there with Bun. We say, I'm jumping up out of the slab hole with diamonds and bad hoes. What you know about the UGK and Botany Boy collabo? So call Mako, you fake hoe. Something they said, some of y'all got the gift of gab ho. Something. Bun got on that bitch, and that might be one of Bun's like up there verses. Like that's one of his.
I don't know. I can't say yay or nay because I ain't never heard it.
Man, if you get a chance, man, I'll find the title of it exactly. You check that hoe out. That Bun got on that bitch and bodied that hoe. That whole album to me was a great album to me. Like yeah, that whole had nothing but hits on that bitch. Okay. All right. And I'm surprised we ain't said nothing about UGK up until this point. We already know, but I mean that's already established. You ain't really got to say too much about that. That is what it is. You know. So.
Yeah, but Murder is like just.
Oh.
I think it's the best lyrical exercise that the UGK ever came out with, because a lot of people talking about, Bun killed it, but Pimp killed it too. Like, Did you listen to what this nigga was saying, bro?
Yeah. See, what people don't realize, like, man, at first I used to have it backwards with Bun and Pimp. It used to be like, Pimp, he just be on some flashy shit. This Bun really dropping some game. But if you really listen, Pimp is the nigga dropping the fucking game, and Bun is really like kind of the more flash one with the way he finesse. Like Pimp was dropping some real, like he wasn't rapping the way Bun was, and it may have been, a little bit more slow boogie, but the impact of what he was saying.
To you.
Yeah.
Bun was rapping.
Yeah, like Pimp was, but man, look, damn, the Pimp and the Bun, man. That shit, there will never be another. You know what I'm saying? That will never be duplicated. So yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, I was watching the interview. I think they was interviewing Bun, and he even agreed. And I'm like, no. They tried to say, well, Pimp was kind of like the South's version of Tupac. I'm like, no. No, Pimp was Pimp. Like, you can't put Pimp up with nobody. Nobody will ever be Pimp. Like, there'll never be another Pimp C. It just won't be. Yeah. He was a whole different type of nigga. This nigga rapped completely different than any other motherfucker ever. Nobody ever sound like Pimp. Exactly. And when you try to sound like Pimp, we know you're trying to sound like Pimp because it's obvious. Because he was so distinct in the way he rapped and in his voice.
Yeah. Man, it was that one nigga though. It was that one nigga, but he was like Pimp. He was like I think he was Pimp little protege or some shit like that. He tried to sound like him as much as he could. 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get with that shit.
Now he got beef with Bun and shit.
Who 17 does?
Yeah. Talking about Bun be lying and all this shit that he didn't give Pimp all his money and some other shit. I'm just like, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Quit with the nonsense.
Yeah, I couldn't really get with this shit. He might have one little song that I think I like, but I couldn't really get with 17 too much. It just wasn't what that was.
I never really like what's the other niggas, the middle fingers? Like I just never really rock with them niggas.
That
like
Get Crunk was jamming though. Now if you heard what I said in Get Crunk, that hoe was jamming. But outside of that, yeah, I couldn't get with it too much.
And Booney Loke, he had like one freestyle that was like the shit in Port Arthur.
Man, that name, I ain't heard that name in so long. That nigga killed that. They threw that over. They talking about on the Swisher House tape. They had put that on Booney.
Yeah, and he had that other song on his album that I liked. It was called Partly Cloudy. Mm-hmm. That shit jam.
I ain't never heard of that.
It was just a cool smoking song. Yeah. That shit jam. But other than that, Booney Loke, nah.
What about DJ DMD, man?
He So Real is a Southern classic. Mm-hmm. Period. Mm-hmm. But that fucking song, nigga, I listened to that song so fucking much growing up. I'll be happy to avoid that shit. That song was so fucking popular in Port Arthur, man. Mm. That the Vietnamese people next door played that shit every day.
What? God damn.
I'm dead ass serious. They played that shit every day because that song has a very distinct bass line. Yeah. So you know what it is as soon as you hear the bass line. They listen to that shit every day. This little motherfucker had a little photo Honda Accord with like 2 tens in it.
Yeah.
And that little motherfucker jammed that song every day. All day.
No, that's wild.
But yeah, that song was a Port Arthur smash. I don't know if that could ever be the Port Arthur anthem. That and 25 Lighters, like, yeah. Man, it's classic. Like, yeah. I don't know how you get past that. I really don't.
Well, that 25 Lighters, yeah, that shit is. Niggas don't even know what they talking about. 25 lighters on a dresser. Yeah, I got 25 lighters on my dresser. Yeah.
And some of the realest shit, I want to say it was Mike D said it. I don't think it was Screw. I think it was Mike D, was the Screw brother. Mm-hmm. On the Screw tape, he said, nigga, you can have a $5 bill, a fresh sweet, and a Screw tape on the table. And walk away with niggas in your house, and you come back, the $5 still there, the sweet still there, but that Screw tape gone like a motherfucker. Nigga, that was the realest shit, because I've had that happen. My own people used to get me for my shit.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on your Screw, man. Shit, cause
exactly.
Yeah, look, we went throwback class with everybody. Nobody knows what you guys are talking about. H-Town, no goddamn shit. If you was anywhere in H-Town in the late 90s to the early 2000s, y'all know exactly what we on right now. Y'all know exactly what we talking about, man.
Exactly.
Man, that's wild. Yeah, man. MJG. And they bought MJG went hard, but that, you know, it ain't Bun and Pimp.
True, but Space Age pimping though.
Oh yeah, they was their own lane. I mean, I fuck with 8-Ball and MJG. That whole just like Candy.
A lot of people don't know, but that song got a ridiculous ass bass line in that hoe. A lot of people don't know that. That is a very good bass song. If you got a system, play that shit. That motherfucking real low note in that bitch, bruh. Yeah, it go down.
Yeah.
And my homeboy's girlfriend. What about that, Honcho? What you know about that? Nigga, that was the real shit. That was the real shit.
But 8-Ball was a motherfucking storyteller too. Like that's what a lot of niggas slept on. 8-Ball could tell Mr. Big, 9mm Boys.
I still jam that.
What else? Shit, that motherfucker. Man, look. What did he say? Is there a doctor in the house? Shit, a pimp. Well, motherfuckers had like every motherfuckers. Man, 8-Ball MJG jam. Man, what is that song? I want to say it wasn't. Was it on Lost? Fuck, what was the one? But he was talking about when he said, I think it might have been MJG that said that he was like, I was 17 years old when I signed my first contract. And then he was like, I was 18 or something when I signed my worst contract. But he was just talking about how this game is fucked up. And I think CeeLo was on that bitch too, if I'm not mistaken. But shit, they had that Pure Uncut, that Suave House Pure Uncut with No Limit, that whole jam. Like they had a lot of motherfucking jams.
So this name is this you talking about Suave House, Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike, oh man, Mr. Mike. Who else? Was Tila fucking with Suave? Was Tila with Suave House? Cause Tila went hard. Show enough.
Suave House.
Hey, table dance. Table dance. If your old lady don't get down to table dance, you gotta throw out on the highway, make that bitch walk like Pimp said, man. If your old lady if you play table, man, tired of balling. My mama don't even like rap music, nigga. And that shit would come on the radio. Yeah. She was like, I like this song right here. Who sing this? I'm like, you don't want to know. you don't need to know.
Yeah, tired of balling. Tila was a motherfucking pimp.
Mm-hmm. Tila live at 5, man. Yeah, I'll tell you that, but I'm telling y'all, man, G-string to the side, baby, let me take a glance. That table dance song was action, nigga. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that, man. Let me jot that down. I gotta make me a new fucking playlist. Let me put that on there before I forget. One of these gonna be for the den. This other one gonna be for my own personal shit.
Personal use. Goddamn right.
Already. Man, shit, anything else you want to throw in that trio, man?
I'm good.
I'm way down memory lane. I don't need no GPS right now. I'm good. All right, well, that's the BET, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. And look, hey, we done took a trip. Some of y'all know what it is. Some of y'all don't know what it is. It's unfortunate if you don't. But, hey, y'all will catch up.
I bet you prepaid know all this shit we talking about. Prepaid and Broderick. I know them. I know them two niggas know. I know they know. Kenneth
don't know shit.
Not so much. He gonna listen to Lil Pump.
Who was that other little nigga? I forgot. That little singing nigga off the east side. I forgot his name. He had like a little hit song. I forgot what his name was. I forgot what that nigga name was. Oh well, he wasn't that important. But he had two little songs. He had one I think with I forgot. I can't even think of I'm Rich or something like that. But he had another song that was popping. He was Drinking My Cup. What was that little nigga name? Little singing nigga. It was a little singing nigga from the city, but he was off the east side.
Charlie Boy?
Oh, not Charlie. What's the little young nigga? Kurt Cobain. That's what it was. Okay.
Oh, hey! I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people don't know. Kurt Cobain can rap. Like Kurt Cobain, I got a few songs by Kurt Cobain that is some of the realest shit you have ever heard. And it's off of that, Progression 17?
Yeah.
Bro, he got a couple of songs. One of them is called, Can You Put Your Phone Down?
Yeah.
Well, he rapping about this chick that he taking out on a date, and he just be saying, like, the tendencies and how connected these motherfuckers is to their phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the way he did it was cool. And another one was, I'm trying to make it or some shit like that, where he was talking about like how you get into a certain situation and shit just go fucked up for you.
Yeah.
And he was like telling stories, and it was like I was not expecting that from Kirko. Like I thought, he was just a little singing nigga, because Drinking My Cup jam, but he ain't really had no bars in there. You know what I'm saying? It was basic as fuck, but Kirko can really rap. And I'm like, how this nigga got all these mixtapes and he never dropped the album before? Never. Kirko has no albums. He's never dropped the album.
All right. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said it himself. I never really paid no attention.
Okay.
So I was listening to one of his songs, and he said, I've never dropped an album.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I've jotted them down. I'm gonna check them hoes out and see what he talking about. Cause.
Oh, and I will have to disagree with you on the Dallas shit. They did have one song I did like, I can't lie.
What's
Caprice that? Classic, bro.
Oh yeah, that, I ain't gonna lie. I be talking shit just to be. I be fucking.
Hey,
with
no,
Dallas
not
people.
Caprice Classic. Caprice music. Hey, that bitch jam, bro.
Yeah. Who's that? Tum Tum. I think Tum Tum dropped that one. That Caprice music.
I
that
jammed the fuck out that song.
Well, they had another little song. What was that? Southside the Realest, Drug Dealers, Killers. They had I had some partners from Dallas when they was down here. They put me on. They had a couple. They little underground. They had a couple of underground songs, and they had another one. I ain't gonna lie, that Not a Stain on Me. That Not a Stain on Me used to jam. I fuck with that.
Yeah, okay. And that Duro ice cream paint job. He was a Dallas nigga too. But from what I understood, my one of my niggas used to fuck with him in PV, so he went to PV too. Before he got out big and famous and shit.
Okay. All right, so I have to check that out. I'm gonna check that
So
out.
I was like, well, is he a H-Town nigga or is he a D-Town nigga?
Yeah, I know he got some
I
H-Town
don't know.
because he had some Pimp C shit on his on the way. One of the lyrics he had was one of Pimp shit. Oh, your gal just love me. Yeah, that's the one. Your gal, nigga, she just love
Oh
me.
yeah, love me. Yeah.
Well,
That's true too.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna get off here.
All right, that's a bit, man. Jay, this I appreciate the call, man.
All right.
All right. Hey man, y'all can't be motherfucking me fucking with two players when they reminiscing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all stop all that hate. Y'all stop all that hate, man. Y'all hating on a nigga. Hold on, let me see. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Y'all blowing the line up now. Y'all active. Okay, y'all got some shit to say. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got?
Finally, that bitch ass nigga. Finally, he hanged up.
Oh, queer. Shenanigans and tomfoolery tonight, man. Shenanigans and tomfoolery going on. That's tough, man. Somebody just said something good though. Hold on, I just seen. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? Yes. Hello.
Okay. So I heard someone called in with my name, Joe's House 50.
Yes. Somebody called in with Joe's House 50.
Okay. I know who that was.
Was that Luis, whatever his name is? Yeah.
It was Louis. It was Luis. Felipe, we call him.
Okay, Luis. Yeah, he has a very distinct mannerism of talking, so I can generally tell what it's him calling in with that nonsense.
Yeah, he talks like a little bitch. So.
Well, damn. Well, tell us how you really feel. Nah, you good. Look, I ain't gonna let him slander your name like that, man. I know who that is with that tomfoolery.
Yeah. And let me see if I get that unbanned though, Honcho.
Well, you I thought I took you off of there. Let me check it out. I'll check it out and look and see what's good. Give me a few minutes.
I'ma hang up though. I got stuff to do. I have to go deal with Luis.
All right, go whoop that nigga one time, man. I'll check the bed and see if he's there. I'll take you off of there.
I whoop him all the time. It's nothing new.
Okay. Already. Appreciate you calling, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Roman, what's the motherfucking deal? What's on your mind, man? I know music is your forte, man. What's how you feeling this evening?
Man, Honcho, I'm gonna give you some points, man. I was proud of you that you picked this topic.
Okay. So
let me tell you something. Right. What y'all was talking about was before my time, man. Shit, when Grill was at its top, bruh. Shit, I was born 2002, so man, I was just born when it was getting hot, and I don't know. But you know what I'm gonna do, Honcho? I ain't gonna go younger. I'm gonna go older than that shit.
Okay. Come on with it then.
Let me tell you something, bro. I fucks with 80s and 90s R&B, bro.
Okay.
I'm just be honest with you, man. That is my shit. Okay. And I mean, it is so many artists that you can name that I can go on from a list. I mean, you got black and white. You know, for to educate some people, which I've seen some people know. I'm talking about some of the great white R&B artists. Well, they were more poppy, but I mean, we heard these niggas. They sound like niggas, So number one, I think everybody know what I'm gonna go with. Of course, it's Tina Marie. Nigga, you can say her and Rick James had all the drugs in the world, but them niggas jam. I mean, shit. When you heard Fire and Desire, man, so many other songs, I can't think right now. I'm sorry, but them, you know they jam. You know, anytime them two was on the song, shit, even Tina or Rick James by themselves, they was gonna jam. Man, y'all need to know Mike McDonald. I swear to God, I keep forgetting him and Kenny Loggins made a song called "This Is It" from 1979. Kenny Loggins also had a lot of jams too, bro. I mean, I'm saying, man, that's some music that they was white, but I mean, they had a black sound of that made sense. You know, they had soul in them, bro. And they jammed hard as hell, bro. And then it's so many, groups out there that, I mean, it goes forever, man. I mean, shit. You got the Barge, and the Barge is amazing, bro. But another good group, I don't think a lot of people give it credit, is Switch. Switch was made up of the Barges too, but it was Bobby the Barge. Bobby the Barge was the oldest of the Barge of all of them. He was the oldest, and he was predominantly the lead singer of Switch. And man, I know y'all know I Call Your Name because y'all know the beginning of I Call Your Name. So I think it's to look up the song. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows the beginning of the song. And man, I'm just talking about bangers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I'm trying not to name the typical people, you know. So I'm just trying to think of people. I mean, Simply Red. That's another man that he was white. And he didn't sound he didn't sound white shit. I'm down with you. Also, oh God, what's his name? He made What You Do for Love. You know, do 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 do.
Yeah.
He was white.
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing is, and then like I said, going back to groups, I mean, Renee and Angie, the Gap Band, shit, who was what's her name? LTD. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I feel like I'm an old person in a young person's body.
So I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Roman. Who put you on all this music? How did you find an affinity for some of these throwbacks?
I mean, I would say some goes to my. I would say most of it goes to my mom. I ain't gonna most lie. My mom's like a huge Mary J. Blige, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill fan. I mean, she loved all of them. And I don't know. And then I think also a lot of the influence comes just from, family gatherings. And you already know who's going to come on when a family gathering comes on, bro. Frankie Beverly Mays, that man, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, I don't know. I've always liked that type of music. And then my grandma adores Luther Vandross. So I think, and then my papa loves fucking Sam Cooke and Temptations and all that. So I think it's just a bunch of influence. But I think with me, I like the sound, so I started venturing out and started listening to different other groups and genres and white people, black people, and man, it was some good music in the 80s and 90s, especially just soul pop that don't get his love, man. The Human League, that was another good group. They was a white group. I mean, dude, I can go on. I'm just saying, it's underrated, bro. And with me, I'm not big on doing music. I'm just being honest with you. I know the new rappers. I mean, I know the new singers. I know the songs, but they just don't grab me.
No.
It's some about it. It's kind of hearing what Jay Dizzle said. They sound the same. There's no man. I mean, you got a couple niggas. You got the J Diz, the J Rock, Kendrick. J Cole. You got a couple people I think is solid. Some Joey Badass. Missy. When he was alive, RP. you got a couple people that were solid, that were good. But I mean, overall, there's no just originality, especially in the rap game, and even in music, man. I mean, can you name the top R&B artists right now, Honcho?
Nah, I have no idea.
There we go. I mean, you had even in 2000 had Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson, and I mean, it was a Maxwell. Then in the late '90s, you Keith Sweat and all that. I mean, you had Bobby and all that, Bobby Brown. You had all that, and you can't even name one R&B artist. I mean, R&B damn near not even a genre anymore. you know how lack of talent it is. So that's, I think, also the reason I listen to old music. It's the lack of talent in new music. I mean, I'd rather go some old where I know I'm going to hear original music where people really, they didn't sing, they sang, like a lot of people say. I mean, shit, they just clapping. They get a little long, but that's why I personally like, I know I'm about to get called old as fuck in the chat, but I'm ready for it. So, yeah, I love that shit. But this your boy, Roman, I'm out.
Already, Roman. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the trip down memory lane, man.
Man, anytime.
Already. Look, Miss Me killing me over there, man. That's fucking funny. Oh, man. Look, Jack. Man. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
What's going on, Inchy? It's Mr. Rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind?
So, would it be a bad thing if I said that I actually went to listen to Top's Drop, and I thought it was pretty cool.
That's the first time hearing it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So what did you like about it?
It was very catchy.
Okay.
Especially the chorus.
Okay. Welcome to the land where it just don't stop. Okay. Look. Mr. Rabbit and went and soaked up some game, man. All right, I ain't mad at you. Okay. Well, what is your preferred genre of music there, Mr. Rabbit?
Alternative rock.
Okay. Who are some of your favorite alternative rock artists?
Foo Fighters, Nirvana. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of lying because there's just a lot of genres that I listen to of rock.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's just so many. I can't just name off one specific genre that I like.
Okay. So do you listen to any rap music?
I mean, not any artists in particular, no, but sometimes if I'm bored, I'll just put on Gangsta's Paradise and that's it.
So what is it about Gangsta's Paradise that makes you put that on? How are you familiar with Gangsta's Paradise? That was so random.
It's gonna be odd, and for anybody who's wondering, no, it's not the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. It is definitely not that. It's actually the voice. Or it's a stupid episode where this middle-aged woman, I'm pretty sure she's having a lickets or something. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not gonna get into it, but they have the song on an instrumental just going on in the background. I'm like, what is that song? So I decided to search the web for it. Sure enough, actually find the results is Gangsta's Paradise. And it's a little bit weird because my world geography teacher, first semester, because I got moved to pre-AP, he actually played that song, and I didn't even know what it was.
Is your geography teacher a gangster?
No,
Do
he
you
actually
live in
listens to it. What?
Do you live in a gangster's paradise?
I'm glad I don't.
Okay, just asking, just curious.
But what were we talking about? The day music died.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get my. I thought about that, and when I saw the topic, I was like, "Dang, man, that just made that hit me with the movie La Bamba." And funny enough, I do have a from the band Los Lobos. My favorite song from them is "Come On, Let's Go."
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. And why is that? Why do you like this song?
because again, it's very catchy, and the the ending. The ending is what gets me. I don't know why. I don't know why it's the ending that gets me because it just sounds. It just sounds good, but to me it sounds awesome.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, everybody has a reason for liking, whatever they like. Can't knock somebody for having music that they enjoy. Well, except for Kenneth. We can always knock Kenneth. But anybody else, they're entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What song would you say that you have listened to more than any other song in your lifetime?
Hmm. I'm gonna say it. It's Unwritten by either Natasha Bedington or Natasha Bedingfield, but yeah, that's probably the song that I could put up to the table as the most listened song that I've ever listened to,
Okay.
hands down.
I'm not familiar with that one. I have to check it out.
Really?
No, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Would you sing some of the song?
What?
Would you sing some of the song for maybe may familiarize it to me? Could you sing it?
Sure. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Just spoken words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is unwritten. There you go.
I appreciate that, Dr. Rabbit. I mean, sincerely, now I know what song you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay? I know exactly what
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Rabbit, for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Well, all right. Yeah, see, now you've enlightened a lot of the chat. People weren't familiar now that you have blessed us with that. I think people know what you're talking about now. Appreciate that. Okay. What is it about that song that you like?
It's the melody, and just the singing is beautiful.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Rabbit. Anything else you'd like to add?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And if you think of anything else, feel free to call back in.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, Mr. Rabbit, Mr. Rabbit keep it real. Y'all hating and shit. That shit was beautiful. That was music to my ears. Okay, Kenneth, shut your goofy ass up, nigga. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we have calling in to the den this evening?
Y'all better lay off Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm gonna.
Big old freak.
I'm gonna decline that. I don't know what that was. I had no idea what I was just listening to.
I bet you the women knew what that was. It was a big old freak. Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all better lay off Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm going to decline. But hey, if you like it, I love it.
Hey, listen. Oh, this Miss Meat. I'm sure y'all know.
Yes.
37. But okay. So the music. So it really hasn't died. Now it depends on the type of person you are, and it depends on what kind of music you listen to. So I listen to everything. So Young Thug is one of my favorites. Y'all call it mumble rap. I can hear what he's saying. My husband said though, nobody know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. So I like Young Thug. I like all that Harambe. I like the album with him in the dress. I like that album. So, but I'm mainly old school. Like I listen to old school rap, old school California, NWA, Ice Cube, Mac 10, all them. I mostly play that DJ Quick. So all them type of people.
Okay.
So that's what I mostly listen to. But I'm with all the new music too. Like I ain't gonna say all of it, because some of that stuff my daughter be playing, I'm like, what the fuck is that? But as far as all the new stuff, hey, I listen to. So let me tell you was talking about what's the name? Lil Nas, Lil X9, Old Town Road.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this these people listening to? What is this?
Man, that Old Town Road go harder than whatever that was you listened. That Old Town Road jamming, man. What you talking about?
Well, let me tell you something. He done beat out Cardi B. He number one. So, hey, whatever worked. And he said he was sleeping on his sister's couch in Atlanta. He made that song. So, but I think it really depends on the person, because I listen to country music. Let me tell you, I listen to everything but heavy metal. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I just don't like it. It's too much noise. My ears be hurt. Can't understand it. But that's me. But I listen to everything else. I grew up listening to everything. Like I listen to country, classic, whatever. But as far as R&B, now that has really gone down. I don't care what nobody say about that, because it ain't no song right now you could just put on and play and screw to. Like, you got to find old music. You can't. I don't know that. Can we talk about Megan Thee Stallion? That's just kind of, you can pretty much do something off that. But for the most part, R&B has all the way changed, because it's really not like, like you put on some music and you screw to it. It's not like that. Now that's, to me, that has gone down, the R&B. Because, it's just not about that no more with them. It's just, hurry up or whatever. But when it comes to rap, I'm West Coast all the way, and Dirty South now. I like, Scrappy and Kilo Ali and Sammy Sam. How do you know about Sammy Sam?
Well, I done heard a little bit of something. Look, I try to diversify my bonds. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all of it, but I done heard a little something. It's been a while though, but I remember the name.
Yeah.
I can't tell you exactly what it was though.
I used to rent out his basement years ago. Yeah, he was smoking that powder though. But anyway, that's what took him down. That's crazy. He was on that powder hard, that nose candy, that booger sugar.
That's
on that shit
tough.
hard. Yeah, he was on that shit hard. But yeah, so much talent to let it go. And now Gucci, let me tell you, I was not a Gucci fan for a long time. Then I became a Gucci fan.
So
when he made his, like, after prison.
Okay.
I like Gucci after prison.
Okay. The Gucci clone.
Yeah. Exactly, because it's, I mean, the kids, like the young people here in Atlanta, they loved him. Most of the people like on the east side where my girls grew up, they liked him. But I just didn't, I like some of the songs he was with other people on, and maybe one or two. But the Gucci after prison is way better than the Gucci before prison.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He actually
Yeah.
say some shit nowadays. Now, beforehand, he wasn't talking about shit. So when it came down to it, you was an ATL. So when that Jeezy Gucci beef was going, how was the city leaning?
The city really didn't even pay no damn attention to that because I think we all thought it was for record sales. Like, you in arm's length. It really wasn't like, we didn't really take that serious. Like, seriously, we just kept buying each other both of their music. So that was the whole plan of it, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I like Jeezy better, then I still do. And a lot of people don't listen to Jeezy. Even his underground stuff. Like, his underground stuff I love. So, they hear the stuff that come on the radio.
Yeah.
But Jeezy is cool. T.I. My man right there. That's my dude. So, that's another one, T.I. Bone Crusher. And now, when it comes to East Coast, okay, so I did like Tretch. And, of course, Biggie. And what's their name? I can't think of their damn name. I like Eric B. and Rakim. I like, I listen to, but that was the old school New York stuff. That was like the 90s.
Did you fuck with the Locks?
Huh?
Did you fuck with the Locks like Jada Kiss and Styles P and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the 90s New York. I like that. Like, this stuff now, I don't too much hear it like that. I don't know. But, yeah, the 90s was best for the hip-hop era, in my opinion. I mean, the 90s was rocking. The late 80s and the 90s, that was the best for the hip-hop era. And then you got your money worth. Like, the songs went 3 minutes or 4 minutes. The song was 6 or 7 minutes. So your ass got to be in shape to dance off that shit.
The dancing was much different then. That's a great point because the dancing was much different. 90s dancing was a fucking workout. Now this shit is just one move, a 2-step or some twerking or some nonsense like that. But
yeah. That's what I'm saying. In the 90s, you had to be in shape, or you gonna be standing in the corner or sitting at your table holding everybody's purse. So I mean, that was the best to me. But I can't say I'm ruling out the now because I like the now too. I like all the stuff. I like they names be weird. I can't keep up with them sometimes, but I know the song.
Okay.
Because everybody's little this, little that, little. Everybody's little. So I mean, I can't really keep up with all the littles, but I like pretty much all the songs. But on Saturdays, when I get up to clean my house and do what I got to do, it's old school. It's gonna go from old school rap to old school R&B.
Okay.
That's what I listen to. I can't. But like I said, I can't rule out the now because I like the these days. So I just don't think it's dead. I just think a lot of people are stuck in their ways about how they want to hear music and how they want to listen to music. So they call it trash now, and a lot of it is just really not trash. A lot is, but I mean, it's just really not trash to me. Okay. But of course, I listen to everything. Well, I'm gonna let somebody else in. I'm an hour ahead, so I know somebody else want to get in, but I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Nah. You took one off this morning, didn't you?
I had a little somebody that came up close to time, so I had to take care of something this morning, so I wouldn't have been done in time to get going what I needed going, so I wasn't gonna rush it. So yeah, but we'll be back at it in the morning. We'll definitely be back at it in the morning.
I mean, even if you just want to sleep in, you do this shit like 7 days a week. Like, you gotta have patience. You got to have patience for that. You do it twice a week during the weekday, and then once on the weekend. That's 7 days a week. You got to have some patience for that.
Yeah, like I said.
So I commend.
Look, the goal, I got to put in work if I'm going to get to the destination. So, put in the work now, try to maybe, I don't want to say it's overkill, but put in the work now and eventually things will fall in place the way they need to be. So it's training. It's training till I get to the point that I think we need to be at. So I'm not tripping on it. There's always an end goal.
I got a subject for you.
All right. What you got?
How many people fake an orgasm?
Oh Lord.
And how many times do you do it? Like if you got a live-in man or a husband, how many times do you do it? How many times do you fake? I'm not saying right now, but that's a good subject there. Because I'm telling you something, you men can learn something off of that.
Okay, we'll talk about that on the next Talking Dirty After Dark. We'll see what's happening.
All right.
All right, that's a bit.
I'll let y'all later.
All right, appreciate the call. Fifth War Boy, pussy, weed, and alcohol. I love that shit, y'all. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see what we got. Let's see who we got calling in here. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening? Hello.
Hey, it's Andre.
Andre, what's the motherfucker? This is my partner from Canada, right?
What was that?
I said, this is my partner from Canada, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, already. Andre, what's on your mind, man? What would you like to talk about on tonight's topic, man?
No, I was just earlier when y'all was talking about what's his name? DJ DMD.
Yeah.
25 lighters.
Yeah.
I was just trying to point out that the sample for the hook, MJG. I got 25 lighters on the dresser, yes sir. That was MJG that he sampled.
Was it? MJG said that first?
The hook for 25 lighters was sampled from MJG. Well, it was an 8-Ball MJG song. I can't remember exactly which song right now, but it was MJG, one of his verses.
Now, I remember him saying that, but I ain't remember if that. I thought that the 25 lighters came first. Okay, I might be mistaken on that, but I remember MJG saying that. Okay.
Yeah, it was him. He dropped that verse first, and it got sampled on that.
Okay, and I was not aware of that. I got to Googleize that. Let me see what's going on here. You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
No, that's all I had to say. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bit.
Just to give him his props and directed.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a BET. Well, like I said, I'm confused. Look, I'm a Googleizer, but I appreciate you sharing that with us, Andre.
All right.
All right. Bet that.
No problem. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Because I remember that. But I remember that. I remember him saying that like on a Crit song or so. I want to say he did that on a feature or something. I remember him saying that. Well, it might have been Crit said that shit. Okay. Let me see. I apologize for your ears. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
What's up, man? It's 1676.
1676. What's on your mind, man? What's going down? How you feeling about tonight's topic, man?
Man. I've heard a lot of things, man, but man, I think the music thing kind of changed. It's many different reasons, man. You gotta think about the record label stop putting a lot of money into these artists. Because remember when albums used to come out, we used to actually have commercials.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We knew when the album would come out, but and then a lot of dudes was getting those deals, and getting those big budgets, messing up the videos. So they start cutting the budgets for that. And then you remember when folks they would drop them 5 singles, and then they'll have an album, and then the only jamming song was the single. You know what I'm saying? So people, they fell back off that. And then the internet craze came, LimeWire and all that, the bootlegging. So it's a lot of things that changed the game, you know, from what it was when we was coming up, you know. And it's gotten easier with the electronics, the auto-tuning and the productions and everything. Like I say, it's easier to make beats now because back in the day when they used to have, I think when we was coming up, those artists had to put so much more into just making a song versus now. That's why you get, it's so easy for people to copy what the next person is doing because it's just a simple software, you know, and pushing out so much more music, it's more saturated.
Yeah.
But I can't say that it's not bad. It's now you have to search out the good music versus the radio scene. The radio scene with these program directors, man, they want everything to be a certain BMP.
Yeah.
You know, a certain they want every song to give a certain energy, and these record labels are pushing that.
Yeah.
Not to mention that so many of these radio stations are owned by the same people, so they are pushing the same stuff. That's you rarely get the live shows, the live DJs. You know, we had live DJs who was playing what they wanted to play.
Yeah.
Now everything is just on a loop. You know what I'm saying? You could pretty much, if you listen to the radio, if a song come on, the next day around that same time it's gonna come on again. Around the same time next day after that, it come on. Everything is on the loop. You have a couple of live shows, but how many of these DJs at the radio station got enough clout to really play what they want to play?
Yeah.
You know.
Do they even still have the Thunderstorm mix on 97.9? Because I know the Thunderstorm used to go hard.
Yeah, used to.
And they would kind of mix it up. But then I remember they used to have Straight from the Streets was the livest shit 97.9 ever had. And then once they got rid of that, it was over with. It was over for the local artists. Like that, it was done then.
Yeah, they don't really do that as well. I mean, like, I don't know if Michael Watt still do his Swisher House mix every now and then. He would drop some new stuff. You know, back in with the early, well, not even say like early to late 2000s. You know, I used to be Dallas a lot.
Yeah.
And one thing about them, when they had their little run, was that they radio stations were playing. They actually support their local artists. I mean, you think about with Houston, man, how they boys are banned. They done got Trey banned, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, terrible shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Got that man banned and then bounced a few months later. That's the crazy.
That is no way he should still be banned, but that's what we've been with, man. A lot of, especially 97.9. 97.9 is real. They are real commercialized, real. You know, that's definitely changed. It's changed more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than it was 93. What is it? 93.7.
I think so.
It's okay. They have a lot more leeway.
Yeah.
But with 97.9 being the biggest station, not the biggest, it's been there for forever. More people listen to that, and that's why you're getting the same type of music. But what I find, man, I go and search for new artists. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I especially with the R&B scene. You know, we definitely don't have that much R&B on the radio. Everything is really hip hop, and not just hip hop. Hip hop is really kind of turned to just pop. It's not really even hip hop is kind of dying itself. It's just pop. Everything is merged together. You know what I'm saying? But with R&B, man, what I find myself doing the Grammys, time for the Grammys, I always go and look at what I was nominated, and then just go and it's a lot of times it's artists that you never even heard of, and you go find their albums. Then if that's not their only album, you know, you can just go and see what other albums they have.
Yeah.
That's what I find myself doing, because you don't really hear a lot of R&B. Because like I say, it's basically R&B is basically it's really like a melodic rap. It's not no real singing going on.
Yeah, I agree. You ain't lying about rap is basically pop now. Hip hop is pop now because it all sounds the same. Because even if you look at listening to these other artists, I don't know what you call them. I don't know if Britney Spears still, but whatever you would consider pop, it has like a hip hop undertone to it. So it all the shit basically sounds very familiar. It's all very similar.
Because it's hip hop is crossed over. You look at most commercials. If it's music playing, it's gonna be hip hopish. You know what I'm saying? Especially sports shows, ESPN, the MLB Network. They wherever they shows go to commercial, they need to show it's playing some hip hop. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is with baseball, the MLB Network. I love baseball, but MLB Network play more hip hop. Man, they be jamming going to commercials at all their shows. I tell them folks about it, like, man, them boys be jamming going to commercials. I'm like, man, it's crazy because that's what it is. But when we was coming up, everything was more of a rock type of, this gnarly, the little white kids jumping in the air. Awesome and all that different stuff.
Yeah.
Because people didn't think rap was really gonna do nothing. It was still kind of fairly new. We was going. That's all we were listening to. But the commercials and everything wasn't. But now everything hip hop.
Yeah. That shit back then was too hard, man. They ain't want to play that shit. That shit.
That's true. Gangsta rap was killing in the 90s. Definitely. But when folks started realizing that bad was on the other side, that's when it kind of changed too. You had to lighten up.
Yeah.
You had to lighten up. It wasn't. It wasn't about. It wasn't about lyrics. No more. Now it's not about lyrics no more. It's just about a beat, man. You get a banging beat, But for me, sometimes that's all. You know what I'm saying? For me, sometimes that's enough.
Yeah.
It's strictly for me entertainment. When I was younger, of course, the music and the lyrics was basically the soundtrack of your life. So
yeah.
I was feeling the music more and everything. But at the same time, that's what we was getting mad at your mama and closing the door, listening to. You know what I'm saying? That's how you dealt with things. But now you're an adult. It's like can't really just go close the door and close off the world and listen to music. I mean, I guess you could, but that's just not what you were doing. A lot of times, it was more of a rebellious listen to, and the music reflected that too. Like you say, the early '90s, was tough. It was more of a rebellious movement, but now it's about good time. So it's different. Going back to the topic, there's different variations of the reason why the game has changed. But I think it's still you got your top tiers that's gonna jam. That's decent. You have some content, like people mention the Kendricks and whatnot, and J. Cole's. They have content. But if you really think about it too. Look at when you think about even back in the day, the real lyricists back then never really just got played like the KRS-One and what was I can't think of the other dude's name from New York that was everybody considered him like the greatest rapper of all time.
You talking about Big L?
Huh?
You ain't talking about Big L, huh?
No. Not Cannabis. Somebody else. Man. I can't think of his. Rakim.
Okay.
Rakim.
Yeah.
Like,
Rakim.
think about we knew who they was, but they wasn't pushed to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really kind of always been like that. It's just now it's even more. It's more so, but your Commons, Black Thoughts, and all. I mean, even though they're older. You know, I mean, I just think the older guys is not getting as much play anyways. That's just what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think the older crowd is looking for the older artists, and you know, I know Kenneth made a reference to Eminem earlier, but I think that's just because Eminem's fan base is what it is, because they know what he's capable of, so they have a level of expectation from him, even though most people who heard that last album were kind of disappointed. I mean, most people said they didn't really care for it, even though he sold whatever he sold. I think when you just had that kind of bass, you just got that kind of bass. So yeah, I agree with you though. I agree with you. Those lyrics were not getting pushed like that. I don't know, man. I mean, how would you say the party scene? Because you know, even in the '90s, you had party music, you had shit like that. You know, how do you feel like the party music scene has changed? Is party rap more fun? I guess you could say rap has changed from then to now.
Well, I think the party scene it all depends on where you at. You know, like I said, man, the perfect example is like we talk about Dallas and Houston. You know, like Houston, I love my city, but Houston people don't really like dance in the club. Like you got more standing around. You go to a Dallas club, niggas in there sweating and dancing. Like it's just a different. You know, so it all depends. You know, I'm guessing like New Orleans probably have a dope party scene because they make the bounce music and all that different stuff. So, you know, Houston, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Houston is the player, the city of the syrup sippers, where niggas just really chilling. You know, so it's more laid back and chill. So it just, I guess it will vary where you at. You know, like Oakland, the Bay Area, you know, they getting hyphy and doing all that. So they partying, they getting down. I'm pretty sure in LA is more just people watching, you know. So it all depends on, you know what I'm saying, where you at. Even though we do got one of the best party producers in you know, Big King, one of the best party producers it is, party making music guys we got. So, you know, he's here, but even he, I follow him. Even here, he's talking about sometimes like feeling like he might should leave just because how the city is. It's more laid back.
Yeah, dude, he up in Dallas fucking with them hoes, fucking with them freaks. I be seeing Big King.
Yeah, that boy be wildin', man.
Yeah.
With the vegetables and all that.
That goddamn cucumber. That nigga in that cucumber be tripping.
Yeah, that boy, what he calls the disgusting Justin. That's he wildin', man. That boy be wildin', man. But that boy do make some banging beats, you know. He found his niche. And I think a lot of artists can do that too. You think about the music these days too. It's all about what's your agenda. You know, think about people like Kiki and you know what I'm saying, members of SUC. They thing was we ain't really trying to be big. You know, we can tour around the state and live comfortable. You know. Big King got his part. He got his niche crowd. He can eat off that. You know what I'm saying? But then if you got somebody that's trying to be a headliner, that's trying to be great, then that's a whole. Now you're gonna do what's popular at the moment to try to get that record that everybody gonna like. Yeah. So you know, it all depends on what's your goals. Because Kiki talk about it all the time, man. Shoot, so man, I could tour the state of Texas. I ain't got to leave Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I can live comfortable. You know, and that's just off his classes. He ain't really got to make no new music.
Really? No. That ain't no lie. That ain't no lie. Texas is a big state. You can eat out here. Yeah, I agree with you though. That is the one thing. Yeah, H-Town don't really got a shit. Cause who was that? Zero made an anti-dancing song and it became a dance song damn near. I forgot what that hoe was called, but it was like if you wanna dance, then do your thing or something. I forgot what it was called, but that hoe was like anti-dancing, but shit, motherfuckers was dancing. I'm like, that's some old ass backward ass shit. Like I don't even understand it, but if it worked, it worked.
Yeah, boys in the city don't really just dance like that. I mean, like I say, it never really been our time. You know, boys really on you know. Like I say, on some player shit, just chilling, laid back. But like I say, you go to Dallas, man, these niggas here, that's why they call it 3-time boogie. These niggas dancing like a mother. Niggas dancing, women dancing, everybody dancing. I'm like, man, man, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Boys have a dance off. It's like, these boys serious. You know what I'm saying? When I was in high school, we had our little, only people used to dance really was dudes that was in, in the band. Them boys used to be dancing against each other doing that's when boys used to tick, man. Boys used to be ticking. Boys used to be ticking out there, man. I was like, man, shoot. I was always just give me a while if I could find like a shot or something. You know what I'm saying? I give me a 2-step in it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't trying to do too much, man. I remember shit. I was with it when the little crunk music era had its thing. I used to be, niggas get in that hole and get to damn near having a mosh pit. I used to fuck with that shit, but outside of that, I really wasn't. I wasn't with it. I ain't never been much for the dance and shit, man.
The crunk shit started all them fights though. Lil Jon, them niggas, man. Them niggas, man. That's these boys better get to that wall, man. You might have to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you better be ready for everything. Yeah, you better be ready for everything that's gonna come with this. Finna go down. I'm finna get. I remember that shit because that's when I was a little bit swole, so I get in the middle of all that shit. I was ready for some action then. Shit, let's make something shake. What you want to do? I'm pushing niggas to the edge of the club. We finna get it in, man. Like fuck it, this ain't even dancing. This is aggression. I'm trying to get something about this bitch.
That move, bitch, and fuck them other niggas and all that shit. And niggas always used to play that shit back to back. You knew what time it was. Then when niggas head busters came on, that's when the shit used to always hit the fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas start punching their hand.
Yeah.
I was like, it's finna go down, man. These niggas put the fattest hoe up.
But you know them Atlanta niggas stole that crunk shit from Memphis. I gotta send a shot out there. I gotta send shots at Miss Me. Cause shit, 3-6 started that tear the club up shit. Them motherfuckers there. That shit was man. They niggas club stopped playing that shit. Niggas was literally tearing the club up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you mean, Lies? Atlanta ain't started that shit. Man, come on, Miss Me. Tear the club up was ahead of its time. Them niggas was on that shit for a minute. The Memphis niggas is foolish.
That 3-6, but when they were talking about the drug usage earlier, see the difference too. It is true. The older artists used to talk about pushing the drugs, and then the newer now they talking about use. I think Lil Wayne was really like the first person to really glorify the strong drugs. He kind of glorified it. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to Juicy J and them talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Like they was the rappers and stuff, they was doing it back then. They just didn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That doing cocaine was some of the things that a lot of people did, but there was like you don't did it in your circle and you didn't do it out in the open. You dance or didn't rap about it. But they was on all that shit back then too.
Yeah, 360 talk about all that shit. Snort a line, do some blow. They had a soul song about some blow. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was with that shit. Yeah, they ain't give a fuck. Them niggas ain't give a shit.
And then it's Houston. It's Big Mo in school and don't fought these boys on this lean so hard. You know, well, it's really Wayne the one who, kind of who popularized it. But where did he get it from? You know what I'm saying? So, and that shit ain't nothing but liquid heroin.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, Wayne got it because he did a whole. I forgot which mixtape that was. He sung that whole Big Mo verse. That's when I said, all right, I got to give you credit for that because he was talking about all that drinking shit. But then, like I said, once he gave props to Big Mo on that shit, and I was like, all right, I see. He was in the city for a minute though. You know what I'm saying? Because he was at U of H and everything, so he was out there for a minute. So he picked up some shit. That shit, even what's the nigga's name? Dipset. That's when they started doing all that. Because remember they had the scissor alcohol drink or some shit like that. Yeah. They came to the city and sold that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is though. So, people don't want to give H-Town this influence on the culture, but it definitely had a hand in a lot of this new modern drug usage and shit.
Definitely. Even I call the music slowed down. Of course, that's an ode to screw, and then you can every now and then they got the little tap. The double taps on them beats and all that, you know what I'm saying? But look how they done stole out. I how all these artists stole that boy Sauce Walker swag.
Well, they stole that
He
nigga
gets
shit.
no props for that,
Man,
man.
I remember I seen a little video. I forgot who it was. It was Complex or MTV. One of them. Like, who really started the drip? Who started the sauce? And they just did not want to give Sauce Twins they love. Like, even though they kept referencing it, yeah, even though, Sauce Walker did this back in, such and such, but hey, Lil Baby, and hey, some other nigga, and they stole like mixtape titles, I forgot what the mixtape was, you know what I'm saying? But Don't Drip or Drown or some shit like that. And they was just talking about a bunch of this shit. It's just like, y'all basically saying this shit. Talking about, oh, y'all don't know who started, but y'all keep saying, referencing how Sauce Walker did this shit years before anybody else. The Sauce Twins was doing this shit years before, but then y'all keep talking about, we're not really sure. It could have been anybody. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all know where that shit came from. You know what I'm saying?
They know, man. And that's the little homie. I don't know if I ever mentioned before, like we used to do back when the being with the Christian, so like I used to do security, and one of my tightest partners, my best friend, is best friend with DJ High C. DJ High C started to go DJs.
Okay.
So this is like 2008 when we started to go DJs.
Yeah.
And Sauce Walker back then, his name was A-Walk. He used to stay at the Go DJ office. Him and this other dude that rap, he's in New York now, Max Payne. Them boys used to live in the Go DJ office. It was right there on right down the street from TSU on what's that what's the name of the street? I can't think of the name of the street right think of the name of the street. Start with a B. The name of the street. So right across the street from what's that, Unity Bank and all that.
Yeah. Shit, don't let me lie to you. It's been a minute since I've been through that way.
I can't think of it right now. But yeah, them boys, he was just A-Walk back then. He was just like the hype man for that boy Max. Man. Just to see that boy grow, of course he got into that trouble, and that boy, you remember when, the boy had shot up he shot up Trey Day when he was at TSU that year, man.
So that nigga did that shit?
Yeah, man. And then the boy came back and he got serious about rapping, man.
Yeah.
And he did a whole movement. He got a whole movement, man. Yeah. But he should be way bigger than what he is, considering how much he done gave to the culture.
Yeah. That nigga used to rap different too. I remember I seen some of his old shit. That nigga used to be rapping on some damn near dropping knowledge type shit. And then, then he just kind of changed the game up. Got on that Pippin shit, and then that changed the game up right there.
Yeah. But he still kind of got, his last album is hard. His last album is hard. Then he dropped that song, that Ghetto Gospel.
Yeah.
That boy Jay-Z was like, that was on his playlist. That's one of the hardest songs. Like, he really spit like with content.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
his last album, jam.
Yeah, Sauce Walker, man, I give it to him. Like I say, them little niggas wild, man. But if you really listen to what he talking about, he be on some, he be dropping some little shit that you just, if you really listen to what he talking about, he got a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I fuck with it. And yeah, like you said, all them little niggas with that Lil Dex, famous Dex, some of them niggas that they was talking about, he stole his whole shit, and a bunch of these little niggas that's done copied this nigga shit, man.
A lot of niggas did, man. Cause I think Famous Dex, I don't think he's from here, but he came. I think he just came. He was out here though.
Yeah.
If I ain't mistaken, and yeah, he took a lot of niggas took that swag, man. Cause I remember when the boys used to always try to say Sauce Walker was sounding like the Migos.
Yeah.
Like, nah, there's two. They got there's two different styles.
Yeah. And them niggas came and really stole that shit. Cause that was that little commercial they just did in that whole talking about drip, splash, splash, drip.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come on.
Stole his ad-libs.
Yeah, stole the whole.
Yeah. But they used to run together too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember they was cool.
They used to run together, but then they took his ad-libs. They took his swag and turned it to their ad-libs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that boy gave so much more to the. I still remember that. What's that song? And more used to jam that song by Gold Link. I forget the name of the song, but the whole video, they doing they dancing like Sauce Walker. I'm like, I think Gold Link like from DC or something. I'm like, man, what?
Okay.
How is this even possible, man?
Yeah, that's what I
They
said.
are literally dancing like Walker.
Oh, yeah, but shit, what's the name? Stole the Dance too came out here. That's why Sauce Walker was on his ass when they was talking about Drake. And Drake came out and he was talking about, oh, I got this new little dance, and he was trying to do the little drip or whatever he was doing.
Oh,
you know?
Oh yeah. But see, the thing with the beef Sauce had with Drake, because Drake was supposed to jump on that. Remember the too legit.
Yeah.
What is it?
Too Legit to Quit It. Yeah.
Yeah, that song. Drake was supposed to do the remix, and kind of got on some. You know what I'm saying? In Hollywood, that boy and Sauce took it a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And that's why he got on Drake, because he felt like he signed him. Like, yeah. Why you gonna say you'll get on this song and you don't get on?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Kenneth, you a simp, so of course you rooting for Drake's. Kenneth, that's your idol and shit. You the simp god. That's it. That should be your rapper name, Kenneth. Simp God Cologne. You good?
but that boy Drake. I mean, like I said, Drake Prince and then came out here and he soaked up the city. And I do get it. A lot of people get mad, kind of get mad about it, and I get it. But he do pay homage. There's a lot of dudes in Houston that's eating off Drake. A lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's eating off of him and eating with him. You know.
Yeah.
So, like I say, we was with the Go DJ started around at 2008. I remember when this mixtape had dropped, didn't nobody know who he was, and we knew he was gonna be a star because he was like, boy, he's rapping and he's singing.
Yeah.
Like Laws, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get too many people that's rapping and singing like that. You had that boy Bobby Brown that could sing, and then he'll turn around and rap.
Yeah.
Well, there's nobody rapping and singing. That boy turned to this star, man.
Yeah. Hey man, do your thing. I just can't be a fan because that nigga just he just, to me, he just go wherever, steal a little flow here. It's too many flows that's just been stolen. Like when he stole who was that, Rapping Forte? When he stole his shit.
Rapping Forte. Yeah. I mean, he did. I mean, if you listen to what's the dude? Oh man, I'm drawing something to blanks, man. Because it's a gang of folks. But he Party Next Door.
Yeah.
Like it's a gang of dudes. The other dude that got into the accident, who lost his legs, was it Quentin something?
Quentin Meeks.
Was it Quentin Miller?
Miller. Okay, yeah, it was one of them. Yeah, right.
So.
Damn, I ain't know he lost his legs. Damn.
Yeah, he had got it because right when it came out that he, was behind some of the stuff Drake was on, he ended up he got in a car accident right after that. That's why people didn't hear nothing from him.
Yeah.
He had tried to drop a couple of songs, and then he was out of nowhere. But he had gotten into an accident. Yeah, a bad car wreck.
Yeah. Shit, even look, I was surprised when when Soulja Boy was like, man, Drake got that shit off me. And then when I went back and listened to that, I was like, damn, that nigga ain't lying. That nigga.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, man, that's tough. That's super tough. Damn, Kenneth, you upset? Niggas talking about Drake, my nigga. That's your boyfriend. What's going on, Kenneth? You over there crying for this nigga? Shit, stop talking about Drake like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that boy. And what's crazy is people like Soulja Boy get the cornball thing, but shoot, he brought a lot to the culture too.
Yeah, he did, absolutely.
Especially on the independent level.
Yeah.
One of the first true people that came independently and really made bread. Really made. Because a lot of these dudes be, they be faking. They stunt with the money phones and all that. But that's your advance money. You gonna have to use that to go to the studio and do videos and all that. But stunt on. But he really did make a lot of bread.
Yeah, he did. Soulja Boy was just a character to me, though. But I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he found a way. He found a way to. He found a way to be relevant at least once a year. It could be some clown shit or some old tomfoolery, but he found a way to make his name relevant somehow, some way. Like I say, once a year you're gonna hear some shit about Soulja Boy. That shit there'll be funny to me.
Because the rap game kind of passed him up, so everything he got to do, it has to be outside of rap. Because I don't think I don't think boys really checking for no Soulja Boy concert right now.
No, but see, Soulja Boy did a lot. He wrote for a lot of these other artists. He wrote for a lot of pop artists and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't put in some work. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? So
making his own beats, doing his own songs and all that. Like Honcho, it was different.
Yeah. I give him that. Okay. Got a question for you. Who went the hardest on that June 27th, man?
June 27th?
Yeah.
Oh. Man. I'm going to go with Youngster just for the simple fact he shouted out my high school, man. So I'm going to go with Youngster just
for the shout out. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah. I've always, but that's like the most popular. In the club, once Youngster go off, then they kind of cut.
Yeah,
cut it off.
They do. Yeah. Like I say, here's my deal. Like Youngster verse was the flash. Like it's the most noticeable because of the shit he was saying. It was just some fly shit. He was saying some old super fly shit. You know, to me, man, Pokey, I just gotta ride with Poke, man, because to me, Pokey that nigga just came with it though, man. But I feel, I can't be mad at that. Like I say.
Well, see, Poke, I think like out of the SEC, Pokey is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? As far as I think he had the best albums to me. I say, but I think Fat Pat was the best freestyler. You know, I go Fat Pat, then I go Kiki.
Okay.
As far as, you know what I'm saying, Pokey only had like 2 hard like freestyle. Man, I think my favorite one is him when he go off on that Bow Down. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Pokey.
Okay.
But Fat Pat was the coldest, man. Gallon 1, when that boy kid Gallon 1, man, like he was cold, man.
No.
And then you got Big Mo coming through with the singing.
Yeah. Where you put ESG in the mix?
Ooh, now you talking about now? Okay, this is my personal opinion. I can't think of any screw tapes that ESG like killed, but me just hearing him live freestyle, oh my goodness, like he's super cold.
Yeah.
He's so talented. Well, you can literally point at something and he can go like and just keep going. Like he one of the coldest freestylers live. I mean, it's a marvel to see that boy go just live.
Yeah.
Like right now, give him a beat, give him a microphone, and he'll just go right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, one of my favorites was him. With him, I want to say it was him and Pokey on that backbreaker, but it was that that bitches ain't shit beat. I want to say
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that whole went hard to me. That's one of my favorites. But yeah, ESG, the freestyle king. When he used to get it for him and Flip used to go at it on that shit.
Yeah, that nigga, I think ESG, man, that boy, like, can really go. Still to this day, can just go. Get a boy beat, let him go. I don't, like, and Flips, he decent, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm from Cloverland, stayed in Hillwood for a few years, so I know about this, you know what I'm saying? So I know about our Port Michigan, and then we moved with my grandfather back to Cloverland, like in my 9th grade year in high school. We moved with my grandfather back to Cloverland. So I was, you know what I'm saying, growing up with all that. So you had the Botany Boys, Little Flips in Cloverland. You had, you had Big Dez. He was part of Botany Boys in Hillwood, too. You had SPM, of course, in Hillwood. And then next to that, you had Scarface in South Acres. So we had a melting pot of just, you know what I'm saying, that little area of just, you know, and these dudes who we looked, you know what I'm saying, we looked up to, you know. We used to be at the park. That boy Scarface would come through and pay everybody $20 so the old heads can hoop, you know what I'm saying? So we was like, that was our boy too. You know what I'm saying? You know, we start thinking, so it's still like that. So we started looking for that boy's face. Like, ooh, face coming? Shoot, let's go here, act like we playing over here just to see if he gonna check up another 20. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we were big on the Houston rap scene back then. Like I say, And really truly, Botany Boys was really like the first people of SUC before it like really formulated.
Yeah.
You know, Botany Boys was the first people that was really messing with Screw.
Okay.
You know, and then they formulated SUC. You know what I'm saying, with the freestyles and all that. Then Pat and Kiki kind of took the baton with that and everything. Because you know, the boys, and like I said, I'm Grace's one of the coolest moments of my life was in high school. I think I was like in probably 9th or 10th grade. We used to have the block parties at Cloverland Park on Sundays, and I got to see that boy Screw DJ the party, and that shit was like he was just standing in awe. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you know, the Screwed Up Clique was bigger than whoever the biggest star was. They was bigger to us than a mainstream artist.
Yeah.
And to see that boy actually DJ I was like, man, DJ at the pool party, man, that shit was just like, we just standing, just looking at this nigga like, damn, dog, that's Screw, man.
Yeah.
Dog, that's Screw, man. This boy DJ in this bitch, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay. Man, yeah, that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. Shit. Anything else you want to add, man?
Nah, that's it, man. I done went kind of long, man. I ain't even go that long, man.
Man, you all good, man. Look, hey, I'm all with that memory lane, man. It's all good.
Oh yeah. When you start going back down memory lane, man, you just start running my mind, man. My bad.
No, you good.
My
you
bad,
good,
Chad.
Don't even trip, man. Man, fuck them. They over there playing games and stealing the nigga pistachios. I ain't tripping on them, goddamn.
I appreciate you, baby.
No, already. That's the best 1676.
All right.
Already. Well, call in, Nikki, and represent for Dallas. You know, I don't know what y'all got going on. Look, H-Town in the house. H-Town called in and represented. But who else supposed to be? Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all don't want to talk about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Look, we talking about music. The music done changed, especially the music in H-Town done changed. It's definitely been a significant difference in the city. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Hello. What's on your mind, Miss Rashida?
It's about time. Shit, I done called about 3 times.
Third time's a charm. Nah, what you got?
I just want to say I don't think the music dead. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Every generation creates their own sound pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I enjoy 80s and 90s music, and I don't really worry about the other generations. But you know, whatever they create, because I got my music. I know where to find my music. I go listen to it when I want to. So I'm good. You know.
So what is your specified taste in music? What do you like? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Most definitely Boyz II Men, Escape, Monica, Fantasia, Keisha Cole, Keith Sweat, Guy, Mint Condition, Silk. I mean, the list so long.
You like that love music. You like that lovey-dovey.
Yes, old ballad music. Whitney Houston. I like Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, it's just really too many to name.
Okay.
But you know, I wouldn't necessarily expect the younger generation to like that kind of music because they more into fast, quick music. You know, just like their generation, they microwave generation. So you should expect microwave artists. They want everything right now. They want the money quick. They want to make one song and make $1 million. But see, the artists back then, you know, they put in their time, they put in their work, put in, you know, the equity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get successful. You know, they did albums. Now they do like little short EPs or they put out singles, you know. But then again, you have to look at the way that we get the music too. Because who really buying a CD? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the label's not trying to put all that money into making CDs anymore, you know. So of course the budget's gonna be small, you know.
Yeah.
But some of the music companies are small. You know, they don't have the millions of dollars like they used to put into art.
Okay.
And then
So
a lot of artists self promote. You know what I'm saying? They cut out the middleman because you know they have to pay the from their royalties or whatever, pay the company. So shit, they feel like they can put their own shit out and make all the money.
okay. Is there new artists that you listen to?
Huh?
I said, are there new artists that you listen to?
Nope. I don't like the younger generation. I don't know none of them people you talking about. Lil Pumpy, Lil Tink Tink, Lil Wop the Wop. I don't know who none of them people is.
I ain't never heard of them niggas.
But you know what? The only ones I know is when they get into a controversy, like when Kodak Black was talking that bullshit. So you know, then I realized who he was. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So when somebody gets into controversy, do you end up going and checking out their music or seeing what they're about, or you just know them from the controversy?
I just know them for the controversy. I don't follow up and listen to their music because it ain't my cup of tea. I don't like it, but I don't call it trash either. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. And Kodak. Cause the thing about Kodak too is Kodak talented, but he just goofy. Jacquees.
Remember that controversy with Jacquees talking about he the king of R&B and shit?
Oh yeah.
That's when I first knew who he was. You know.
Yeah. You know, Keith Sweat the begging king, but Jacquees was begging for an ass whooping that night. So, look, Sweat was about to. Well, you see the look on Keith Sweat's face when he said that shit when he interrupted him. Man, look, Keith Sweat was about to put them old ass hands on him. They had the whole.
That's
Keith
what
Sweat.
I said. I said, oh shit, I ain't never seen Keith like that. Keith looked like he ready to throw hands. I was like, oh yes, walk off, Keith. Don't hear no walk off.
That's funny. Okay.
Oh yeah, my name, Music Soul Child. He definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, Music Soul Child used to go hard. Love was a great song. It was a great song.
And I like Eric Benet. I think he slept on. You know what I'm saying? He got that song called "Sometimes I Cry." That's one of my favorite songs.
I remember Eric Benet, but it ain't coming to mind. I can't.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of people that don't get a lot of play. You know what I'm saying? But you'll know them, but everybody just not gonna be popular. And a lot of times, music is about popularity too, more than talent.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's be honest. Beyonce not one of the best things, but she's a great performer.
Yeah, I give her that.
And she had the nerve to fuck up that classic from Frankie Beverly and Maze.
What?
Before I let go, that shit pissed me off right there. I'm like, why would y'all let this woman cut that classic? It didn't need no help. She didn't need to do that. People talking about she made it better. She ain't make shit better. And I don't want the beehive trying to follow me on the internet because that's what y'all do. Anytime somebody say something about Beyonce, here y'all go buzzing in their inbox and shit. Leave me alone. That was my opinion. That's all I'm going to say about her. So don't come for me.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about no damn Beyonce. Y'all want to fight about it, we can fight, goddamn. Look, is she from the city? I ain't right. Beyonce is whatever. I mean, it's just whatever. I'm not, I've never been a fan. I never will be. It just is what it is.
Right.
Let me see. Okay, so you say you sticking with the classics, you know. Man.
Because a lot of these young people nowadays, the music they put out is not gonna be classic. People not gonna remember that shit in 10, 20 years. But then we got people that always gonna be their music gonna be played. That's the difference.
No. No, she ain't my neighbor. She in New York somewhere. Beyonce don't rep the city like that. People swear up and down she H-Town. She don't rep the city like that. She go to the Warriors game.
Well, if I had to change my name, y'all would know why. The Beehive, the family, and son, shit at me.
Yeah, they be got all your information and be all on the internet.
First of all, I never said I didn't like Beyonce. So here we go with the bullshit. I didn't say I didn't like Beyonce.
I said
Did I say that, Honcho?
Shit, I said it.
Right, you said it. Oh, okay.
I say that shit. I don't give a shit. Somebody tried to charge me up today, not today, but the other day in the street talking about don't say nothing about Beyonce. Shit, I'll talk about Beyonce if I want to. Goddamn, what y'all gonna do? I ain't checking no goddamn Beyonce. She do everything but rep H-Town. She can rep H-Town when it's convenient. But again, like I said, I can rock with that.
I like Alicia Keys. I like Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
I like Marsha Ambrosius. I like people that actually have some kind of emotion in their song, And I think that's what makes a great singer. You feel what you're saying. See, a lot of problems with a lot of these new artists is they just rapping. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no real feeling there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like a lot of the older artists, when they sing it, you feel that shit. You get them shivers. You get that feeling. You get them goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like when Fantasia singing, shit, you be wanting to jump up and chip. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And when Fantasia sing, all I see is them lips. That's all I see. I'm like, yeah, I'm cheering. But dude, them lips is.
Hey, get off my girl now. Get off my girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on. What you mean?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Yeah, I like her and Jennifer Hudson. Stuff like that. That's what you'll find me listening to.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now, with the far as the rap goes, I kind of like rap that has some kind of message to it. That's why I'm like a fan of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it ain't really too many.
So Tupac, Biggie. Okay. So who do you prefer, Tupac or Biggie? Are you more of a Pac fan than Biggie?
Most definitely Tupac.
Okay.
I don't think it'll ever be another Tupac. It ain't gonna ever be another Biggie too. Okay. It ain't like, Tupac so much better than Biggie. I just give Tupac an inch. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Because to me, they were both phenomenal. That's all I can say for now.
Okay.
And it's a shame that both of them being so great, people had to pit them against each other.
Yeah, that's how it was, though. It's just, it is what it is. I think the reason I lean Tupac, because Tupac had just way more music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Biggie, you don't know how. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been good. It's just it would have been interesting to see what would have happened had he had a few more albums out or whatever else. But
now let's be real here. Tupac was more marketable.
Really? Why you say that?
As far as the image, you know what I'm saying? Because Tupac was fame and Biggie was Biggie.
Biggie was Big Papa. What you mean they love it? Why they call him Big Papa? You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, he was fat macking.
Okay. No comment. Okay.
Okay. Look, y'all ain't trying to get my boy. Look. Okay, so who would you say had more style? Who was more stylish, Tupac or Biggie? Take the body type and all of the stuff out of it. Just fashionable as far as maybe clothing or attire, or whatever. Who do you think was more fashionable, Tupac or Biggie?
I say Biggie was definitely more fashionable now. For a big dude, he was every time he stepped out, shit, look, he was Coogee down like he would put that shit in his song. That's what I saw. Biggie he had that shit right. Tupac, most of the time wear no shirts. I mean, what kind of
You only got pants to judge by. That's tough.
Right, I don't think I could judge his pants. Shit, it was sagging. Shit, I mean, but yeah.
Okay, that's tough. That's super tough. Big Pun. I'm surprised nobody mentioned Big Pun tonight. Big Pun went hard.
Oh yeah, I just like Big Pun. I mean, yeah. And Chris, you know what? Oh, that's another one I almost forget. A lot of the older artists. Now I don't want to say too old, but they would put on a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like New Edition, they had dance moves and all that shit to go along with they good thing. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, they just grab the mic and jump around on stage, don't have no kind of coordination and shit. You know, I don't know what the hell they be up there. I don't know what they're talking about, or nothing like that.
Yeah, when you was an entertainer back in the day, you were an entertainer. You had to put in
it
work.
Was a show.
Yeah.
That's because they cared. I think that's because they cared. But they put on a whole stage. They had choreographers, you know, people that help them, you know, put the dance moves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had that. You know what I'm saying? Now they don't need them. They don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't doing shit but getting up there and walking across the stage. Shit, you know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tupac definitely could act. He was a great actor too.
Yeah.
I don't think I never saw Biggie in a movie.
I think if it would have, you know, he'd have still been alive, I think Tupac probably would have transitioned more out of the music and more into the movies. 'Cause that seemed like where it was trending a little bit, you know. But that's just my opinion.
You know who I like that was crazy as hell though?
Who's that?
That damn DMX.
Oh yeah, DMX.
I like me some DMX.
DMX is a
But that
motherfucking fool.
motherfucker was crazy. I don't know if it was the drugs. I don't know what it was. But he said it was crazy.
It was the drugs.
He could rap his ass off.
Yeah, it was definitely the drug. DMX was, like I say, it's dark as hell is hot. This dark and hell is hot. That second album, it wasn't Slippin'. I forgot what it was called, but it had Slippin' on there. It had a couple other songs on it that were good. Have you ever heard the DMX Christmas song, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the DMX version?
No.
Man, if you ever get a chance, listen to that shit. That shit is funny, but that whole kind of jamming on the cool. But DMX was very talented. But then I think the drugs they did a little bit too much. They had their way with him a little bit.
You know what I want to ask you?
What's that?
You know Bone Thugs and Harmony, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they was the first mumble rapper?
Absolutely.
Because it was something.
Absolutely. Me and Shaq Kush had a big. I was in the Kush deal. That video is hidden, but we had a big argument about that shit. He was mad. He was mad when I said that's like them niggas was the first mumble rapper. That nigga got mad about that shit. But yeah, I think they were the first mumble rapper because you can't. Yeah, they was rapping, but you couldn't. Man, nobody was repeating what Bone Thugs was saying. You know, they were saying shit, but it was like it was very difficult to understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like. And they were harmonizing, so I ain't mad at them. But them motherfuckers was.
But you know what? I feel like they never really got their chance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they still supposed to been out here grinding and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, they was a little bit underrated. They definitely deserve more shine than what they get.
Yeah, I agree. Because think about like Crossroads. Only thing anybody know from Crossroads is, it's my Uncle Charles, y'all. That's the only line anybody.
I don't know nothing else. All they saw, that's all I know is the hook. I don't know shit else about nobody first. So I just be like,
yeah, that's.
And that big song, he was just fine, light skin. Ooh, Lord, Jesus, Lord have mercy. He got a new song out too. Busy Bone called Stalking Me. That's hidden though, so I like it.
I remember he had a song. One of them niggas had a song on that used to come on BET Uncut. I forgot it was a crazy song. Oh, ain't nothing like getting money in a Ziploc bag. That shit was a crazy. BET Uncut had some crazy ass music on there. But when Tip Drill got on, they changed the game. But yeah.
And then people don't even watch videos no more. I remember back when I was growing up, it was a whole channel that was dedicated to video. You just watch videos all day long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now I don't even know. You know, do people even still really watch videos?
I mean, they watch them on YouTube, but it's not like, because what happened is with these like the BETs and MTVs, when you used to have like Total Request Live and 106.9. Now it's been a long time since I watched any of this shit, but I remember we get to the point where they wouldn't even play the whole video. So it's like you get a little piece of video. Oh, this is the new song. They play like 30, 45 seconds of it and then start talking about something else, you know. But it's like shit. Play the whole goddamn video. That's what I'm here to see. But now it's you know, they change it up a lot. They it's like I said, people watch that type of stuff on the they watch it on YouTube and shit like that. So yeah.
Exactly. It's just so many. It was just so much talent in the 80s and 90s. Not saying that these younger people aren't talented. You know, they're coming out now, but it's just not my cup of tea. You know. So, but I don't knock them. So, like,
Yeah, that's a good point. 67
I wouldn't call they music trash. I would just say it's not for me. That's how I put it.
Man, I call that shit trash. Look, I'll talk bad about Beyonce and I'll call that shit trash. I don't give a damn what these little young niggas think.
I can't wait to see your comments on this video.
Yeah,
You talking about Beyonce, you gonna get 1,000 damn comments. It's gonna like to be in a.
Don't talk about the queen bee. Look, I don't care about none of that shit. You know what show I used, speaking of video shows though, you know what show I used to hate? The video show was that damn Cedar's World. I hated that little animation, that whatever it is. You remember it was like a little digital whatever Cedar, whatever she was supposed to be. I hated that motherfucking thing so much. I couldn't stand no damn Cedar's World. And and I wish they would have never got rid of Hits from the Street. Hits from the Street was great. That was like the original pre-Jackass shit. That shit was hilarious. Hits from the Street was great. That shit used to be funny as hell.
Brandon said the Beehive finna send you death threat.
Man, so come on with it. Look, I got some wall spray. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna hit from a distance. That shit thick like bear mace. Look, I'm ready for it. But yeah, that shit there is wild. Yeah, man. I had another question. I forgot what I was gonna ask you. Damn, I can't even remember. I lost my train of thought.
That's the show I was talking about. My name, The Box.
Oh, The Box.
That was the video show. Okay. Yep, it used to call it The Box. The video show, they play videos like all day.
Yeah, that's the one you could call in, or like I think you had to, like, I don't know if you had to pay for it or not, but like you could call in and request or something.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, I used to kind of keep up with the young artists, you know, what was hot, you know, but shit, I just recognized years ago, shit, it ain't for me. So hey. As long as I can find my music and download my music, shit, I'm Gucci. Y'all can have it. No. I got thousands of 80s and 90s music I can listen to. Hey.
That's a powerful playlist. Okay.
What kind of playlist was you trying to make? Was it just all kinds of music?
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to contribute their thoughts and they songs to the list. I see, look, I ain't gonna lie, look, Shannon made put a bunch of songs down and I ain't catching none of them because I was getting into the conversation and she had made a bunch of lists. I'm gonna have to come back and maybe watch it and you know what I'm saying, and catch some of them songs. She listed off a couple of good songs, you know what I'm saying? So the hell you talking about Female Pimp Speechless? Who sings it? It might be 3 or 4 songs called Speechless. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's Beyonce's song, ain't it? Speechless.
I definitely ain't finna listen to it, dude. That's a stern no from me. I ain't finna listen to that shit. I got no. Again,
I'd rather listen to Jay-Z than her anyway.
Yeah, and honestly, I wasn't really even the biggest Jay-Z. I became a Jay-Z fan a few years back. Like, I didn't really start listening to Jay-Z probably until, what was that, the third Sean Carter Lifetime, when he did that song with Give It To Me. And I kind of listened, but I still wasn't a big fan. But the Black album is when I really started kind of rocking with some of this shit. The Gift and the Curse and then the Black album. Those albums I kind of started listening to. And then I would go back and listen to some of his older stuff. It was songs here and there that I liked from him. And, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan then. I like him more now than I did when I was younger. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay. Okay, Shannon, I think Shannon behind in the chat. She on Big Pun and Tupac not wearing clothes and shit. Okay, yeah, you're a little bit behind. But yeah,
and
man.
I like Chris Brown. I like him when he first came out, and you know he can dance and everything, but he needs to leave that weed alone or whatever it is.
Why that man can't get a little puff on? Why that man can't get his puff on?
He can, but you know it shouldn't affect his skills.
I mean, look, you can't tell that man nothing. That's big blood right there, big bees right there. You know, he bloody now. That's tough. Yeah, Chris Brown, that's some other stuff. That's a whole different conversation to get into. Maxwell Fortune, that's actually a good song. Let me.
Yeah, I love all Maxwell songs. Anything he make, I kind of like it though.
Man, okay. I don't know. I don't have anything else. Anything else you would like to add to that?
Nope. I think I covered everything I had to say. Unless somebody else called in.
Okay. I got one for you. So did you ever listen to you in Chicago and Chicagoan? I don't know what y'all call y'all Chicago people. Were you ever a fan of Twister or Do or Die?
Oh yeah, those my. I didn't think nobody knew who those people were. Yeah, but them people.
Yeah, we know about Twister.
Well, you know, some things are local. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I guess Twister kind of did break out a little bit at Do or Die. I didn't think nobody really, would know.
Pope Pimp, everybody know Pope Pimp. If you know Pope Pimp, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know Pope Pimp, then put a 0. I want to see how many people know about Do or Die. Yeah, man, do you want to ride? See, we used to jam that at the damn 8th grade dance and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay.
What you think about Pretty Ricky?
Don't fuck with it.
Pleasure P. Pleasure P. You like it?
Don't fuck with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Carl Thomas. Yeah, he definitely one of my favorites.
Carl Thomas. You know, somebody I used to like was back in the day was Donnell Jones. He had a song called "Where I Want to Be," and that used to be my jam. That used to be my jam right there.
Oh yeah, Blackstreet, all that, Next, all that, Butter Love, Avon. Oh, how the hell I forget Avon? Yeah, damn, I don't even believe it. Yeah, and Mary J. Blige. How didn't mention my people? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Miss
tough.
Mary.
That's tough. Okay. Man, you know a song when we used to go support?
Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx definitely.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx had a nice little run. Jamie Foxx had a couple of little good songs. I definitely give him that because he had that Overnight Celebrity. Was that the one? Was it Overnight Celebrity with Twister that he was on?
I think that was one of them. Yeah.
Because Twister had a nice little run. When it was him and Kanye getting it in for a minute, they had a couple of good little songs together. But Twister, one wasn't Adrenaline. He had another one. He had a couple of good. I fuck with Twister. I used to jam Twister. Do or Die. I used to fuck with them. That was rap a lot. So yeah. So they,
Karen, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Bone Thugs and Harmony even said they was the first mumble rap. One of the members, you gonna have to look it up, sweetie, because he was kind of arguing about it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was I don't remember their names. One of the darker ones in the Bone Thugs said they was the first mumble rapper. So.
Man, there's too many niggas. There's Bone Thugs, Mo Thugs, Thug Family.
That's why everybody want to be a thug. Slim Thug, Young Thug.
It was too many damn thugs in there. Look, Slim Thug be killing me. 'Cause that's like, I like Slim Thug music, but to me that's like the laziest rap name ever. Shit, you ain't even get creative. You just a nigga out there thugging and you skinny. You know, skinny ass. Well, I'm a Slim Thug. Well, I guess that work. I guess it makes it. I guess it's true. I mean, if it worked, fuck it.
But you know what? The worst thing happened was when they started letting these rappers dress feminine. I wish they could just go back to the big baggy jeans and all that kind of shit.
Man.
They out here with the skinny jeans on, the nail polish, the flower shirts.
Man, look, that's
why I wouldn't want them associated with my genre.
That's them Atlanta. That's what they doing out there in Atlanta. That's them Atlanta rappers. I'm shooting shot at Atlanta. They got some weird stuff going on. I can't explain it. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I like Ja Rule and I like Ashanti too.
Man, to me, I ain't never rock with Ja Rule because he seemed like a little fake DMX clone when he came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, holla, that nigga, you sound like a fake DMX. Like, what did you talk about? Is this DMX? What's going on? Now, see, that's why I know your taste bad. Female people talking about some Cisco.
Yeah, what is you talking about? Ain't nobody sleep on Cisco. We know who Cisco is.
Female people still jamming the thong song and shit. No, she crazy.
What you talking about?
Talking about cooking greens and Cisco. Ain't nobody jamming Cisco. Cisco had a song, and then when he was with Drew Hill, then they went hard. Five Steps.
They did. Exactly.
They went
sleeping in my bed, all that shit. Drew Hill was hit.
Yeah. And nigga Cisco on the beach doing cartwheels and shit.
Exactly.
That shit was tough, man.
And Jagged Edge, I like them too. That's one of my favorite groups, Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
End of the Drew was good. Trick Daddy, he out of there now, but Trick Daddy went hard. Like Trick Daddy was slept on. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was like, what kind of name is fucking Trick Daddy? But I think my stepbrother had put me on Trick Daddy. He was like, I don't know, this nigga sound questionable.
You know he was on the reality show, right?
Nah.
Love and Hip Hop. Him and Trina.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Oh yeah. And she was trying to clown him. Like, I almost called her a B. I was like, lady, how you gonna sit up there and try to clown this man? You know damn well he the one put your ass on. He put Trina on.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit what nobody say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She wanna act like she the self-made. You ain't never self-made. Trick put your ass on.
Yeah,
It wasn't without no Trick. There is no Trina, like he said. Goddamn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause she just way overextended herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be trying to clown this man. Shit, what the hell? See, that's what's wrong with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that respect. You supposed to respect them. Like, I don't know what happened in their relationship, but you always supposed to show that respect to the person that put you on, not try to deny it like you made it on your own. You know damn well you didn't make it on your own.
Yeah, because like I said,
and then trying to say like you better than him almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because she had a little moment where her name might have been out there a little more while he kind of was off the map. But again, you wouldn't have had that name if he wouldn't have put you on with that little smell like Book and Hennessy.
Get up there and his respect.
Yeah. Like I say, I don't know. Ooh, Kaya gonna clown somebody. She had one
Kaya
song.
clown everybody.
She had one song.
Oh yeah, she's so funny as hell. I think she's more famous for being funny than she is for being a rapper. Shit.
Yeah. JT Money. Who that trying to get up in my crew, huh? Oh, stop. JT Money? I forgot all about that nigga, man. That's fucking hilarious, man.
Remember MC Hammer and them Hammer pants? Hammer on her.
Hammer pants was legit, man. Look, everybody tried to have some new parachute pants. Them hoes was terrible. They were awful.
Mm-hmm.
They were awful.
Do anybody remember Chris Cross?
Yeah. Man things, what's the motherfucking deal? We are somewhere in the early 90s. We've been all over the place in the time machine. So we all over the place. Chris Cross was cool. One of them little dudes died though. But Chris Cross used to go hard. I missed the bus. Tonight's the Night, they used to be my jam. When they got a little bit older, they was like that Tonight's the Night. Because I want to say, didn't that, if I'm not mistaken, that June 27th became off one of them Chris Cross songs. Or it was a Biggie song. It was I forgot how it was, it was either a Biggie song or a Chris Cross song, or Chris Cross had sampled it and used that song on one of them. I can't remember which one it was though. It's like niggas smoke butts with you, see your picture. Now they want to grab their guns and come and get you. Yeah, that's what it was. Hate Me Now was a great song.
Yeah, that was the song like that. Jump. That was the song.
Yeah, Chris Cross will make you jump. Yeah, that shit there. That's wild.
Yeah. Joe, he was hitting too. What If a Woman, yeah.
Joe had a couple of good songs, man. Are you talking about the Godzilla song, the one where he sampled Kashmir? Is that the one that you talking about? Because I remember when he sampled that Kashmir Led Zeppelin. Okay. I can't remember what song was that.
Another Day of Creation, The Boys, yeah. Oh, I see we got some people that know music up in here. Yeah. Men Condition, hell yeah.
Rashida gonna get off the street. She finna fire that playlist up.
Hell yeah, y'all talking now.
Yeah. Man. Okay. I got a question. What was your favorite Pac song? If you talking Tupac, what was your favorite
Tupac song? Yeah. Shit, Dear Mama.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. And Brenda's Got a Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Godfather. I'm gonna check that out. 'Cause I've been hearing people talk about it. Like I say, man, it's just for me to sit down and watch something. As far as TV wise, I just don't be doing it like I need to.
Oh hell yeah, High Five. How we forget them?
That's some throwback
Tony
shit.
Thompson.
Man, hold on. I got something for y'all. Ain't nobody said. What about Soul for Real?
Hell yeah, I was thinking about them and didn't mention them. Hell yeah.
Candy
They
Ray.
was at the Breakfast Club. They look terrible now though.
Oh shit! Wow.
Shit. They look like they've been through storm.
Dear Mama, see Hail Mary. Hail Mary is live. I think my favorite song from Pac was with him and Scarface. That Smile. Smile is one of my favorite songs. Smile went hard.
Oh yeah, Silk. Got to mention Silk Troop. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Mellow. Okay.
I think we got a lot of older people in the den.
Yeah. Okay. They got it figured out.
H-Town, most definitely H-Town. Definitely had to be on the list.
Knocking boots.
That was the one.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna have to update my other playlist, the private playlist. Look, I can't let y'all have all that. That's that action list. Oh, Sammy, wow. That's man. Look, I'm done. I might have went back to the childhood. ESG, man. All right, cause AB,
SWV. How we forget them?
We was
How
talking
y'all
about
forget SWV?
Man, SWC. What had happened was, because you mentioned Escape, but we ain't talk about SWV.
Oh yeah, okay. Escape, most definitely.
Ambitions as a Rider was a great song too. That's another one of my favorite Pac songs. Ambitions as a Rider is Go Fed. But we was talking about
say Usher?
Yeah, I think some people said Usher. Hit him up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think ESG had a classic. That Sailing the South was the jam. That whole went hard.
Oh hell yeah, Lisa.
Sleep Now. I don't know if I know that. I'm gonna check that one out. Cause I listen to a little bit of Rage Against the Machine, but I ain't listen to a whole lot of them. Let me check that out.
Y'all probably don't even remember Guy.
Guy, yeah, I remember Guy.
Oh, okay.
Little bit. Look, I ain't that young. Don't worry about what's on my action list, because you've been saying some crazy stuff. You've been saying some crazy stuff. Female pimp, your action list and my action list are completely different. Your action list might not give me no action. You got some other stuff going on that one. Aaron Hall, that's a good one.
Oh yeah. Okay. They booed him off the stage though.
Wow.
Because he sounded horrible.
Yeah.
That's why get your ass off the stage to go back and practice. What kind of bullshit you up there doing?
Man, that's tough, because that's the thing. Some people sound, you got studio artists and then you have, real artists. And not everybody is a quality real artist. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Tender Love, that's the shit right there.
That's tough. That's wild.
Man, this dude got this shit together. I don't know what y'all talking about up in here.
I'm gonna have to come back and collect, because look, I ain't been trying to.
They'll be able to vote. Hell yeah.
Unplugged. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, y'all done went down. We didn't went down memory lane. I think this was a good one to have some good some musical conversation. I think that's something everybody can relate to. Whether we like the new stuff or not, but I think there's always some good music that can.
I think in order to be a singer, you have to be able to sing style music. You got to sing a cappella. If you can't sing a cappella, in my opinion, you ain't no singer.
Yeah.
If you need all that auto tune on your voice and all that, they got to fix this and fix that with your vocals. You ain't no real artist. You just playing.
I agree. Oh, we say Escape was not talented. What? Okay. You feel like a redheaded stepchild? Nah. I don't know. I like redheaded people. They cool them up. I'm a fan of gingers. Now you already female pimp. You was attacking some of the things that was being said earlier. I don't know. I don't even remember what you said. You said something crazy earlier, so I've been beefing with you since then. Something about Beyonce.
I mean, different people from different generations don't have different opinions. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what we like ain't your cup of tea, and you like the younger music. That's your cup of tea. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's something wrong with that. That shit is terrible.
No, it's not. That was like that's her generation music. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she's young. You know, so it's all good.
That shit terrible. I'm not condoning anything she like, because she over there in California. I'm beefing with anything coming out of California. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah, Digital Underground. How the hell we forget the Kelly Price? Oh, yeah. There's just so many.
Hey, did anybody mention Isley and the Isley Brothers? You know, especially Ron Isley, when he was doing his little thing. Ron was doing his little solo thing. He had a couple little hits, man. You know, that You're Contagious was the shit.
In Vogue. How the hell we didn't mention them? In Vogue. That's right.
Yeah, In Vogue, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
Kiki Wyatt. Hell yeah, Kiki Wyatt. Yeah. That girl can sing like that. But she is crazy as hell, though. I love me some Kiki. Kiki crazy. She got about 8 kids.
No. She need to sing.
She do.
But look, she can put a concert on at home. She need to be watching them damn kids. You got 8 kids. Shit, sing to them damn kids.
But she got another husband. He can stay with the kids. Oh yeah, something for the people. Most definitely.
Yeah, Josie was on they was in their own lane for a little bit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Gerald and Eddie LeVert. Yeah, most definitely. My name, you know your shit, girl. Yeah, for sure.
Let me see.
Isley Brothers. Yeah, most definitely.
What was that? Between the Sheets.
Fat Joe. Yeah.
See, you know, Whitney has a special place in our hearts. We love Whitney, but she just went out in a bad way. That's all that is. You know, we all love Whitney. We all know what Whitney was capable of. Just it was just unfortunate the outcome that she had. You know.
Yeah.
I think that tarnished her legacy a little bit.
Yeah, Faith Evans. Yeah, I like Faith. LSG. Yeah, for sure. Arrested Development. Yeah. Blue Can Trail, hell yeah.
Blue Can
Heavy D, on me for all them.
Didn't she only have like one song?
Yeah, but that shit was hidden though.
Oh no, now she was the crazy one. Nah, fuck that song. That song was crazy shit. Trying to fuck up people's cars and all that other shit. Nah, that bitch was crazy.
Jasmine Sullivan, can't forget her.
Yeah, she went hard. Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan went hard. I did like Jasmine Sullivan. She was definitely interesting.
Well, I could just read the chat. I ain't got to be on the phone because I ain't talking about shit. So I can let somebody else call. All I'm doing is read the chat.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll let somebody else call in and shit. I ain't talking about shit no more.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts, Miss Rashida.
And I appreciate you answering my call because I thought you had blocked me. But I guess we do.
Stop with the shenanigans.
You put me off the block list.
No,
you know you had me on the block list from the last Friday.
Stop with the shenanigans. I would never do such a thing.
You would do such a thing.
Who am I? Now, look, you don't get blocked unless you get the speech first. I got to give you a whole speech first before I can block you. Y'all know the procedures.
Oh yeah, that was classic.
That's tough, man. That's tough. All right, Miss Rashida. Well, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts.
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a good evening.
Take care.
All right, you too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, man. Yeah, we definitely went down the lane. Let's see. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening? Hello. Hello. Who we got calling in?
Let me do what I do. And now we got a championship.
What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's up? It's Bretto.
Bretto, what's the motherfucking deal, Bretto? What's on your mind this evening, man? What kind of music do you fuck with, Bretto?
You know, I'll listen to anything. I don't give a fuck as long as it's good music.
Okay.
You know, people might assume because I'm a white dude I listen to a lot of country, and I don't, to be honest with you. I'm not a big country person, but I won't lie. If it's a good song, I'll fucking listen to it. I don't give a shit if it's like fucking bullshit ass fucking 80s pop. If it's a good song, I'll listen to it. Fuck. Hey, light this up so I get down with you, Honcho. I got this pre-roll right here.
Okay, fire that up, man.
All right. Get the show on the road.
Already.
All righty. So anyways, what's the topic again? We're talking about music?
Talking about music. We're talking about when did the music die? We just talking about music that we enjoy, songs that have had impacts on our lives, and just kind of going down memory lane or stuff that we like and enjoy listening to.
Well, dude, you're right. Today's music does fucking suck, man. And V Darko, she said that, like, you don't call, who was the last caller?
Miss Rashida.
Oh, Rashida, yeah. She said, don't call it trash. Fuck that shit. It's fucking trash. It fucking sucks. What do you call shit if it smells like shit and looks like shit? Call it fucking shit. You don't say, oh, it smells like butterflies. You know, it's a butterfly delight. No, it's shit. It's fucking shit. You call shit shit. That's what it is. It sucks. There's no talent in it whatsoever.
It's tough.
And it's not just rap's the worst. Rap's the worst because believe it or not, I love rap, to be honest with you. But I hate today's rap on the radio. I don't know any of these fucking new artists. Any of these motherfuckers. They fucking suck.
Yeah.
They fucking suck. And Rashida, I think, the last call, Rashida, she was saying how these dudes now are painting their nails and doing all this weird ass shit. You know, of course they are. That's why it sucks. It's fucking weird. How do you feel about that shit? It's like rap's getting all feminine and shit now, all weird.
I cannot stand the shit. Like I say, somebody said the other day that it's been gone from it went from the men being the aggressors and the ones talking shit and doing all this. Now it's like they flip roles with the women. It's like the women are now the aggressors, the sexual predators and everything, and now men, they acting like females are expected to act. So,
Of course, and it's all planned out by the government, of course. Make us weak. And have you ever noticed that the only masculinity they accept nowadays is if it's military? Everything else, masculinity is just bad. It's bad to be masculine. Unless you're in the military, then it's okay. But if you're not in the military, you can't be masculine. It's always been a negative light in media and whatnot when you see this shit. But when it comes to music, today's fucking music sucks because honestly, it all sucks. I don't like any new rock. I don't like fucking any new country. Rap sucks. You know what's fucking funny about how I feel about rap, and you're gonna laugh, Honcho?
What's that?
I don't like today's rap because it's not gangster rap anymore. I know it's like a fucking wannabe, but it's true. It's big fucking pussy shit, dude. It's not like that gangster shit. You know what I mean? Even like in the late '90s, they had fucking what was it, '99 that 2001 came out?
Yeah. Oh, that was a great album.
Shit back in the day. I remember that album.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot all about that album. Explosive was my shit.
And so you can argue like, oh, well, mainstream. But I mean, even mainstream. That's what I'm saying. Even mainstream was the shit back then.
Yeah.
Now it's just fucking trash. It's fucking trash. And even like one rapper I used to like a while ago, but I hate him now, is fucking Rick Ross.
Why is that?
Well, he's just a fake ass piece of shit, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many fake ass rappers. He was a correctional officer, right?
Yes.
And I got nothing against correctional officers, but I mean, don't be acting like you're fucking, slanging all. Some people actually believed he was the real Rick Ross, the guy in jail. I had a couple friends that I was like, no, that's not him.
No,
and I think he actually sued him. You know about that, right?
Yeah. He tried to sue him for using his name and shit.
He should have won, but he lost the lawsuit. He was like thrown out or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't hate him. I think he has good music, but that's just an example of how these people are fucking fake. You know what I mean? Fucking all of them are like this. All of them are like this. And today's rap, it fucking sucks. Today's rock, it's all repetitive. It's like the same shit we heard in the 90s, except it's lazier. Yeah. Have you noticed how rap is hella lazy nowadays? Yeah. It's like they don't put any effort into it.
I agree.
Yeah. No fucking creativity whatsoever in music today. Now, what do you listen to nowadays, Honcho?
Oh man, I listen to a lot of older stuff, man. I'm not listening to as much rap lately as I used to. If I do, you know, it's gonna be some old H-Town stuff, some UGK maybe. I still listen to some Nipsey, but I listen to a lot more maybe classical music. I haven't been on my classic rock kick as much. I used to listen to a lot of classic rock, so I'll pull up a little bit of. Just depends on what kind of mood I am at the time, you know. But then I actually end up listening to more like motivational speech, or more like not necessarily motivational, but more like informative shit. So if I'm listening to a podcast or some shit like that, I don't listen to as much music as I used to. But if I do, it's probably gonna be something old school.
Yeah, that's what I realized too. Is I don't listen to anything probably at least like the earliest probably like I want to say 12 or 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I mean, my favorite rapper still to this day is fucking Mac Dre.
Really? Okay.
You got to keep in mind. Like I'm from around the Bay Area, so I was real big right here.
What was that? Was it Go Stupid? Was Go Stupid? Who was Go Stupid? Is that Mac Dre? Who was Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's had the whole hyphy movement, all that shit. That's all him. I mean, he was legit. He was never a sellout. He could have been mainstream, but he was like, fuck that. He was never a sellout. Mm-hmm. And you hear about how he could have went to prison, right?
No.
They would have given him a plea deal.
No, I didn't know about that.
Well, he was in a gang that was robbing banks, right?
Yeah.
In the 90s. And what happened was they got caught up, and he got a plea deal that he wouldn't have to serve any jail time if he snitched on his homies, but he refused it.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he was legit. He wasn't a fucking. He was OG. They named fucking ecstasy pills after him. You know that, right? There's like hella fucking ecstasy pills named it. Mac Dre was the shit.
Okay.
Fucking love Mac Dre.
Yeah, but I had a homeboy. He was from out that way. He had put me on some Mac Dre, and it was like some of the shit he had. He was jamming. I could fuck with it. Everything Nicki motherfucking Nicole. Don't go there. The Ghetto Twins responsibility. That video used to kill me. Is ecstasy still a thing? I mean, is ecstasy still in existence? It's been a long, long time since
I haven't. I mean, it would be weird if a dude my age was taking ecstasy, bro. We called it fizz. I never. Back then it was fizz or fizzle, but I never called it that, even though I was doing it. I always called it ecstasy or E.
Yeah, I remember that. That's my homeboy. Yeah, he told me that Thiz Nation, we fizzing and all. That's like, what the
Islamic.
fuck?
Islamic extremists.
Like, what is this? What is this? I don't know about all that shit. Last time I came across that shit, I tried that. Last time I fucked it was trash, and that's when I was like, yeah, I'm done. I can't fucking do that. I ain't finna do all that
Ecstasy isn't popular as it used to be, from what I heard. I mean, I'm too old. It's for like younger kids. It's for like high school, college, and 20-year-old something. You know, it's not for people my age to be doing shit like that. It's just weird. People my age do prescription drugs and do fucking cocaine.
No, man, no. I can't do it.
But anyways, I was gonna say, fucking ecstasy. Yeah, it's what really took it over is Molly.
Mm-hmm.
People switched over that because it's basically the same shit. I never tried Molly, but I did try ecstasy. It was all right.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I didn't like it. I haven't had it in about over probably 12 years because this was back when Mac Dre was still alive. I was taking it.
Yeah.
But fucking, it's not that great by itself, but if you mix it with alcohol, it's fun, dude. It's fun. It really is.
Yeah. Back in the day, like I said, I tried it a few times back in the Gap. I enjoyed it. It was good. But then, like I say, it was a few years later, I guess things have changed or whatever. And then I tried. I was like, this is not anything. I don't even think nothing happened. Like, it was just like, shit is trash. It was like a little bit of a roll or whatever you call it. But it was just like, yeah, this ain't it. Because that shit used to be an all-nighter, maybe somewhat into the next day. But now that shit, the last time I smoked that shit, it was like 15 minutes. I'm like, nah, I ain't finna be one of them motherfuckers taking 5 and 10 ecstasy pills. Like, fuck that shit. I ain't finna do that.
I know a couple people that took like over fucking like 12 in a night. I'm like, God damn it, how did you survive? I saw them fucking snorting it with fucking mixing it with Coke. and when they mix it with coke, it would change the color of whatever color the pill was. So it would be like red cocaine or purple cocaine or whatever pill it was. It was crazy. I'd be like, God damn it, that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I'm cool on
that. They called it pixie sticks.
No.
But fucking about music, there's something else I was gonna say. Oh, even today's pop music has gone to shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because even in the '90s, they were crappy songs, but even the pop songs were all right. You guys got some of them were good. You can't lie about that shit.
Yeah.
You can't. '50s, all generations had good pop music. '50s, '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s, even you could say even like early 2000s. But fucking shit, it's fucking shit now, dude.
Yeah.
It's some fucking bullshit.
That's trash.
But, yeah. But, hey, I'll better let you go on, so you have a good one, man.
All right, brother, man. I appreciate hearing from you, man. Glad you called in.
All right, take it easy.
All right, have a good evening. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up on that one. But, man, ecstasy. Ecstasy was cool. Like, I don't care what nobody think. Back in the Gap, ecstasies were cool. The motherfuckers, power, come on, baby, power up. We talking about it, H-Town. We went on the H-Town trip. Look, if you fuck with them hoes, you ain't jam power up. You ain't even do it. You wasn't even rolling, man. That power up was the anthem. Shit, that shit actually would get a night started and finished, depending on what you got your hands on. But yeah, that's crazy. That Molly stuff, I don't know about that shit. That shit could be anything. I'm cool on that. I don't even think I want to fool with that. That shit seemed like some other shit. Okay, y'all going throwback, man. Jaheim, what happened with Jaheim? Didn't he somebody called him gay and he was finna whoop him or something? He was finna get into a fight with somebody because they called him gay or some goofy stuff like that. Who was that? Who was that song "Stranger in My House"? That hoe used to jam. Drugs, damn, that's tough. Say no to drugs, Jaheim. Singing in a video in Walmart. Oh man, to me a song "Stranger in My House." Okay. Man, I seen who was that? Who was that? But I think didn't he pass away? What's his name? I was just asking about Do or Die. Johnny P. I think, did Johnny P just pass away not that long ago? But I remember seeing him singing in like a damn liquor store or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, Puffy and Mace, that was the downfall of rap music. That was the downfall of mainstream rap music. That's when it started going downhill after that. Yeah, that's tough. That's super tough. Wow. That nigga was singing about a rollback. Man, Gucci Mane had a couple, even the old Gucci Mane, I didn't really care for him that much. But I cannot lie to y'all. So Icy went hard. That hoe was a cheesy song. That little dope fiend they had singing on the hook. But the nigga said, "My chain hang down to my dick." That was the greatest line of all time up until that point. Is you rolling? Bitch, I might be. That hoe went hard. And then who was the other one, man? What was the other one he had? Oh, She's a Very Freaky Girl. That hoe went hard. Outside of that, it wasn't too many Gucci Mane songs that I liked. I had a partner who loved Gucci. That nigga loved Gucci, man. I was like, this nigga's terrible, dog. I cannot stand Gucci, man. Lemonade, I remember Lemonade. Lemonade, Lemonade Free with the Raindrops. Something he said. I remember Lemonade, though. Yeah, that little beat was cool. But yeah, man. The best Mary J. Blige song to me, I don't care what nobody thinks, this is one of my, if I had a top 10, it's in there. I don't know if it's in my top 5, but You're All I Need with Method Man. That's still one of my favorite songs of all fucking time. Mary, there you go, Shannon. Oh, love Shannon. Shannon ain't too young now. She know a little something. But yeah, man. And then what was that? What was that one? What was the Wu-Tang song that Swish House had the song? God damn, Swish House did a freestyle to it. I can't think of the name of it, but I listened to that bitch like yesterday. I actually listened to the real song yesterday. Where is the suit? You know, what we said, is that the one we said I done 3-wheel through Garth Brooks' video? Fuck, what was the name of that damn song? I can't think of the name of that bitch, but that hoe used to jam too. I can't think of the name of that shit. Hold on, I got let me, cause I know it's like recently played in my playlist. It's one of the last songs I fucking listened to. That shit was great. That shit was where is it? Let me get through one time. Man, we was talking H-Town. We ain't talking on Walt's Nest. Definitely left out Walt's Nest. Walt's Nest had some hits. Let me see, it might be in this other playlist. Let me see. God damn it, Fat Finger. Triumph. God damn, I couldn't think of that song for shit. Triumph. That's the song I was thinking about. Triumph, that hoe went hard. Ooh. And then the other song that went hard that I don't know if anybody mentioned was with Biggie, Busta, and Puffy, Victory. Victory was a great song. So, oh yeah, I remember that shit that I Want You Back. That shit is some of the one-hit wonders, man. Yeah, that's some tough shit. Black Rob, didn't he have another song, but it wasn't as big of a hit. The other one that Take This Money or Make This Money, something. Was he on that song? I can't remember. Black Rob got locked up or something, didn't he? I can't remember what happened. But yeah, Meth and Red went hard together, man. But here is the deal. It's about that time. It's past that time. Goddamn, we damn doubled up on total. I told y'all I was only giving y'all 2 hours, but the conversation got good. I got to be up in a few so we can make it do what it do. But I appreciate all y'all for coming through this evening. I appreciate everybody for contributing their thoughts, their feelings, their song considerations. We'll be back at 10 in the a.m. Central Time. Y'all already know what it is. With that being said, man, I don't even know players. You know, play on players. I'm finna listen to some good music before I go to bed tonight. I'm finna smoke me a black and just have me a little jam session, one deep. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was some good shit that was listed tonight. So I'm a rock with that. I hope y'all all have a good evening. Catch y'all in the morning. And yeah, with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'm gone. Something like that, I ain't gone yet. I mean, y'all seen the socials and shit. If y'all ain't caught the socials by now, goddamn it, I ain't re-clicking all that shit tonight. Y'all know what it is. If y'all don't know by now, well, shame on you. All right, I'm out. I fucks with y'all. I'm finna get this meal on. Let's see, who coming off these pistachios, player? Who finna get caught slipping? Who getting it? I gotta see why the music ain't been playing. Did I mute it or something? I don't know. No, there you go. Well, look, y'all don't need no music. Y'all don't need no music. We've been talking about music all night. You don't need no music, nigga. Goddamn it. Gone.